Bragg. Now back to Angel and Eric, the Experience Pros.
Hey, good morning, and welcome back to the Experience Pros Radio Show with Angel and Eric. Very nice to have you along with us. It is, is it Thursday?
It is Thursday.
Feels like Monday.
Does it feel like Monday? No, it's
goodness.
Thursday, and it's right before Christmas and Hanukkah.
How about that?
On this weekend, which is pretty exciting. And I know lots of families, kids are coming home, lots of families are getting together. And so it's a pretty exciting time. Less time. I know our many offices that are shutting down early, probably noon on Thursday, for the rest of the weekend, which is pretty exciting for those that get that. And then Monday is the official holiday that so you get nice long weekend, which is nice, right? But you ask an entrepreneur what they are doing with their time off, and they'll probably say,
with their time off?
Really? Yeah.
This is inappropriate.
Right? Most business owners believe that the only thing that deserves their time, right? There's always work to be done, which is true. And so they seldom relax and have fun. But get this, smart entrepreneurs understand that we need to have fun, right? You've heard the phrase, all work and no play makes Jack a dull boy.
What about the dumb entrepreneurs?
I don't mean dumb entrepreneurs. There are no such thing.
The smart entrepreneurs, they understand that, but what about the dumb ones?
The dumb ones are working hard. They're workaholics. Right. They're 24/7.
Let's be smart people.
Right? And so, but here's something else. Not only if you don't have some fun and relaxation and some downtime, they actually say that this is doing a great disservice to your life expectancy, to your health. And so you need to have some fun. You need to build in some time for recreation.
I agree with that.
Do you believe that?
Yeah.
All right. So here's some things that we can do as an entrepreneur to have fun and still be productive, because I think that's the thing that we worry about is if I'm not working, my business isn't growing and my customers aren't being taken care of. If you're treating your business like a hobby, then you're going to get hobby results.
True.
But that doesn't mean that you swing the pendulum to the opposite, that you have to be that workaholic 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. You can have some boundaries. Now, here's something that is recommended from MSN Money. They say, make your work a part of your life. Duh, we've already done that.
Yep.
But here's the thing, is you do not have to live for work alone. Your work is part of your life, not your life.
Okay.
Right? It's something you do. It's not who you are. So as an entrepreneur, you need to make a conscious effort to have a great life so that your work will seamlessly integrate into your life, but it's not just about working all the time. So find a way that you can separate your work life from your personal life. Compartmentalize. When you're at work, be at work. Be fully at work. When you're at home or off the clock, be fully off the clock.
Okay.
Be present where you are. And I know as a mom, this was something I really struggled with early on, because when I was at work, I felt guilty. I should be at home.
Well, sure.
There's things I should be doing at home and taking care of my family. And then, of course, when I'm home, I'm thinking about work because there's all these things I need to be doing to be taking care of at work. And I'm not serving either one very well because I'm distracted.
Reasonable.
Allow yourself to be truly present where you are. When I'm home, I'm home. I'm with my family. I had somebody call me the other day. We were taking a road trip down to Albuquerque to pick up my daughter. She graduated from the University of New Mexico.
Right.
And I'm in the car. We're driving down. I've got my family. There's 4 of us in the car. And I get a call from somebody work-related. And I text them back. I said, I'm in the car with my family. Can I call you another time? It ended up they just butt dialed me. And so they said that. And I'm sorry, I just butt dialed you. But, most of the time, how often do we take that call in the presence of friends and family? We take the call.
Sure.
You don't have to take the call. It might just be a butt dial.
It might be.
Right? So make sure that you separate, just have some separation. Remember, it's what you do. It's not who you are.
All right. So the next thing is you need to manage expectations, right?
Right.
You know what the expectations are of you, and they're probably too high.
Well, how often do we train our friends and family that they can bother us during our work time, especially if we work from home? Right? If we're always available to drive them to the airport, babysit their kids, run errands with them.
We've trained them to interrupt us?
We have. My mom used to do this. She would, Angel, can we do this? Can we do that? Mom, I'm working. Well, I thought you were just home today. I work at home. And this is a behavior that I had to teach her and train her that this isn't my free time. This isn't just playtime when I'm working from home. Even clients, are they calling you after hours? Are you taking their calls and talking to them, engaging them in conversation on Facebook and text messaging and emails at 10 o'clock at night?
And if you are,
you're training the behavior.
What is it? We can't argue. You
can't complain about what you tolerate.
Complain about what Welcome to another Ericism and Angelosophy.
Right. Remind them about your goals and aspirations and what you're working towards. This is where that big vision and that big why comes into place, because sometimes they'll want to know, why are you working late? Why are you working so hard? Do you remember we're paying off the house? We're going to go build a house in the mountains. We're going to retire and live on the beach someday. Whatever the big thing is that you're working towards.
There you go. Manage those expectations. It's an important piece.
Get a not so work-related hobby.
A not so work-related hobby.
Right? So if your hobby, if your hobby is all about what you do for work, then there's no break and there's no rest. Remember, we're trying to put some relaxation, some fun, some downtime. And trust me, when you have some downtime, you really will be more productive when you're at work.
What's the old adage? All work and no play makes Jack a dull boy. It's so true. You've got to get something that energizes you beyond the work job.
Right. And it gives you something else to look forward to and have scheduled in your day. If you don't schedule anything else in your day, of course, if you didn't schedule that I want to have lunch once a week with a family member or a dear friend,
right.
I didn't schedule that I'm going to go to the gym. I didn't schedule, any downtime. It's not in my calendar. It's unlikely to happen in most cases, and we'll just keep working.
Right.
One of the things for Eric and I, we started working out at Orange Theory Fitness at the end of the day. They're at the end of the day class. And it was, used to be, you work out in the morning. That's when it's most productive. And you get it out of the way and you get up early and then you're showered and you've got all the energy, which makes good sense.
Sure.
But what we found by scheduling it at the end of the workday, it forced us to leave work on time because there's always more work to do.
And to tune out, because now you're in survival mode.
Yes, everything you were thinking about and struggling with, and it goes away and it just solves itself. Of course, your brain works on it in the background, but you aren't, stressing out over it. You're out there, sweating and all that stuff. It was so valuable, but it was on the calendar. It was a class. It was scheduled, and it forced us to leave work. So if you've got a soccer game, a night out with the girls night out, whatever your thing is, and that's a hobby, and you put that on the schedule, then you're more likely to hold to it. Here's one that Eric learned a couple years ago. It took him 12 years.
Oh, yeah.
12 years to learn this lesson.
I hadn't taken a vacation in 12 years.
Can you imagine?
And so 3 years ago, we decided to take the work to the vacation.
Yeah, well, we're easing him into it.
Yeah, baby steps, right?
And so when he goes on vacation, we do broadcast live from the
Listen,
from the
I'll be
resort.
your biggest advocate here. Vacations are a critical piece to overall peace of mind and well-being and mental health. When you get out and away from your workplace and just tune out. For me, it's the beach. I need sunshine. I need sand. I need water, and unlimited drinks works well for me.
Two things happen two benefits of taking vacations. One, of course, you relax, you recharge, you get yourself out of the office, get a little sunshine, a little vitamin D, put yourself, in this new and bright environment.
Right.
Secondly, it helps you create systems at work because you can't be there for those that week or that long period of time, but your business still has to run. It forces you to put systems in place, maybe automate a few things, learn some delegation. And when you do that, you actually are creating your business to be more profitable and more appealing should you sell it someday.
Yes.
Because you're now trained your staff, you've trained your customers that it doesn't all revolve around you. There are other systems in place that will take care of them when you are gone. And so taking regular vacations forces you to create these systems and these processes and maybe automate some of the things that you are still doing by hand. So force yourself to take deliberate vacations. and you will be fun and productive and be a smart entrepreneur.
Not a dumb entrepreneur. All right. Thank you for that. We appreciate your input there. Folks, don't go anywhere. We've got more positive business talk just around the corner. You're listening to Angel and Eric. This is the Experience Pros radio show on Denver's Money Talk, 1690 KDMT.
America's home for positive business talk. You're listening to the Experience Pros radio show. Contact them on the web at experiencepros.com.
Denver's Money Talk, 1690 AM. Michael Bailey Law Office. Hard-working law. Real-world experience. Listen Sundays from 10:30 to 11 a.m. when Michael Bailey discusses how to preserve and pass on your personal legacy. Simple or complex planning, Michael Bailey can help you with answers about your estate planning. Michael Bailey Law. Sundays from 10:30 to 11 a.m. on Denver's Money Talk, KDMT, 1690 AM. It's the 2016 mobile app Scratch to Win Advent Calendar Contest. Log on to the mobile app each day from now through Christmas Eve and scratch to win the daily prize. Today's prize is brought to you by Thrivent. Be sure to come back on Christmas Day and scratch to win a special Mile High Nationals VIP experience from our friends at Vandermeer Speedway, valued at over $500. The mobile app is available in the App Store and Google Play.
This is Dan Kaplis. Our firm is dedicated to always being on the leading edge of the practice of personal injury law. That includes game-changing, next-generation technology, nationally respected experts, and innovative visual tools that help us bring our client's case to life for the purposes of settlement or, if necessary, trial. We only accept a limited number of cases, so we're able to devote to each client our full arsenal of technology, skilled attorneys, and staff. We are a serious firm for serious cases, and we make the vast resources of our firm available to good people from all walks of life by taking righteous cases on a percentage fee basis. If you'd like to talk with me about your case, just give me a call or email me through our website. There's no charge for an initial consultation. 303-770-5551, 303-770-5551, or dankapleslaw.com. That's dankapleslaw.com.
What's the best gift? The gift of time for yourself and your family. If you have some properties that you're currently renting out, save yourself from the stress and time spent managing your properties by having Legacy Properties PM take care of all your rental needs. Legacy Properties PM is the local property management company that can help you find the right tenant for your property and make sure that your investment is protected. They can assess your property's true value to get the best return on investment and have all of the landlord-tenant paperwork and regulations up to date. Legacy Properties PM will handle your tenants by following the most up-to-date fair housing rules, showing the property, having the correct lease agreement signed, handling the hassles of repairs and repairmen, and dealing with late rent, fees, or evictions. Call Legacy Properties PM at 720-989-1996 or visit them online to learn more about effective property management at legacyproperties-pm.com. That's legacyproperties-pm.com. The experts in landlord stress removal.
Let's say you live at the North Pole. Right. And on the 24th of December, you worked a really long day. Okay. Would you really want to cook and clean? No. That's why we elves have plenty of honey smoked salmon from the Honey Smoked Fish Company. Right. Honey smoked salmon is pre-cooked and ready to eat. I like bite with salad or just crackers. Or cookies. Cookies? Get your honey smoked salmon at Costco, King Super, Safeway, or Sam's Club.
Have a happy, healthy, high in omega-3 holiday from everyone at the Honey Smoked Fish Company. A healthier holiday tradition.
Salmon, 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 I eat it all day long. Salmon, salmon, salmon.
Getting hungry from this song. But aren't you?
Honey smoked salmon from the Honey Smoked Fish Company.
How about now?
The perfect addition to any celebration or holiday get-together.
Indeed.
Makes easy apps, snacks, and dinners. Plus, it's diabetic and kosher friendly.
It'd give you a hug if it could.
That's right, Mac. This year spent less time in the kitchen and more time with family and friends. Available at Costco, King Super, Safeway, and Sam's Club. Healthy holidays.
Thanks for listening.
Let Us Floor You in Denver reminds listeners our country faces a very tough problem. What do we do as a society about homelessness? Many cities have declared emergencies because of the number of people living on their streets, parks, under bridges, and other public lands. Many of these homeless include families with children. The causes of homelessness are many and varied, but it is never the fault of children. Let Us Floor You says do what you can to ease the suffering of homeless families. Help by donating food, money, and time to organizations that provide food to those in greatest need. Help collect or distribute what's donated. And give money through direct contributions or through purchasing products or services from businesses that help, like ours. This Total Broadcasting message is from Let Us Floor You, proud members of the Better Business Bureau. They can add beauty and value to your home with stone or ceramic tile. Call them or visit their website at letusflooryou.com. Again, that's letusflooryou.com.
Revolutionizing the way people treat people in business. The Experience Pros, America's home for positive business talk.
Welcome back to the Experience Pros Radio Show with Angel and Eric. We do appreciate you for tuning in. It's Christmas.
It is Christmas, but before we can wrap up this year, our Experience Pros team is actually getting together today to do what we're calling an operations planning meeting.
Basically an intervention.
It is an intervention. And so if you're small business, right, you start out and you've kind of got your kind of piecemeal things together. Maybe you have an Excel spreadsheet, you're using your Google Calendar, you've got some different pieces. And then as you grow.
Do I use either of those?
You add more elements to it. And so maybe you start out with a merchant services like a PayPal or something or a Square. But then as you grow, you add a larger merchant services to it.
Do I have any of those?
You start out using, doing payroll yourself, and then maybe upgrade and get the QuickBooks version. And then you actually outsource it and hire a bookkeeper and accountant to help in a payroll company to do all of those pieces.
Do we have one of those?
We have an Eric.
We do have an Eric. And we have a payroll company. I'm going to introduce you to him later in the show, I promise.
Anyways, as you grow, it's important that you have systems. And sometimes those systems can get a little bit out of hand. They can get expensive.
Yeah.
And sometimes it can just get clunky. So according to allbusiness.com, there are some online tools, and these are freebies. That'll help your business. And the first one is to keep track of and search your backlink history, if that's something you do.
Is best SEO practices, and SEO stands for search engine optimization, include opportunities to check the backlinks. And what the backlinks are, again, this gets a little technical, but on your website, the backlinks are the people who are linked from their websites to your websites. It's good for SEO. However, Google has rules, right? And so you've got to make sure that you're doing a good job with backlinks and not having phony
spammies.
Right.
No spammies.
So there's a software package called Open Site Explorer. That's Open Site Explorer, and it will help you by opening up. It's Moz Local is the overall head on it. It'll help you check your backlink history.
Right. And talking about SEO, you should also there's an SEO crawl tool called Screaming Frog.
Screaming Frog
gives you a full website analysis for free. Also for some keyword planners, there's basic, for the basic SEO skills of figuring out the right keywords. There's a Google keyword planner.
All right. Let's take it out of the realm of the internet and put it into the realm of your CRM, your customer relationship management software.
Right. We started out and used an Excel spreadsheet for years for this, which is fine if you have one person managing all your customer interaction. But as your company grows, everybody needs to have access to, and when they're talking to a customer, to be able to pull up some customer history. It's also a great way to stay in contact, create some email drip campaigns and things like that. So there's actually one, according to allbusiness.com, there's a freebie online called Streak.
Keep your clothes on. It's not that kind of streak. Is
that the only kind of streak there is? Is like if you take your clothes off, like you could be on a winning streak. I was thinking winning streak because it's a CRM.
That wins and takes all his clothes off.
But weren't we just talking about growing your business and success for business? And all of a sudden, I mean, do you take your clothes off at work? Is this a thing?
Only when I win.
All right. So winning streak, think winning streak. Or if you're like Eric, think naked streak. It's made for people who aren't tech savvy. Ding, 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 ding. You don't need an engineer to set it up. It's cloud-based, and they say it helps you close more deals, resolve more support tickets, and get things done. Haven't looked at it, don't know anything about it.
Right.
But apparently, according to Eric, it'll make you want to take your clothes off.
No, it's got an interesting word name. If you are a
just
project
because a
manager,
word has a one-time, like when you were 12 connotation, it's the English language. All words. Why couldn't you have come up with winning streak?
We have listeners in Brazil, and Brazilians play football, which is like what we call soccer.
Soccer, right?
And occasionally, even in the 21st century, they have streakers, and I wanted to make sure that everybody understood that we were talking about.
This wasn't streaker.
No, I understand.
This wasn't streaker.
Yes, but
it wasn't streaking.
It's the verb that goes along with streak. Can we move on? Project management. If you are trying to do any kind of project management whatsoever, you may be interested in this free offer online. It's called Wrike, W-R-I-K-E, and it offers a free version of the software that is good for marketing, creative project management, and product development teams.
You couldn't come up with some like connection for why that's not a funny word.
Wrike is the funniest word I've seen all day, actually. I don't know. I can't.
He's not that witty.
It's
5 in the morning. Grammar checkers, right? If you regularly send emails to important clients, and aren't they all, grammatical errors can reflect badly on you. So there's a tool called Grammarly. It provides prompts when familiar errors occur, such as the misuse of there, and there.
Yeah,
you got the difference, right?
I think I did.
Have an extra set of eyes on your writing. Always a good idea.
If you write the wrong there, Grammarly is going to wash your mouth out with soap.
Evernote is available for both desktop and mobile use. Excellent way for jotting down ideas and collecting notes for projects.
They make this list every year.
They always make the list because a lot of people are using it. Although I did find a new one for just keeping a checklist, a to-do list on your phone. It's called Wonderlist, and I think I kind of like it.
Oh, wow!
I know I haven't quite adopted it fully, but I do think I kind of like it.
All right, let me give you the last three. We've got about 40 seconds left here. Password management tools. There's LastPass and Dashlane. Go check those out. If you're like me, you need to manage your passwords and you can't remember them all. Content marketing guidance. If you've got issues with content marketing, first go to the Extreme Customer Service Directory and see if there's anybody who can help you. There is. Or use a software called Answer the Public. And finally, and this comes from the voice of experience, use copyright-free images.
Yeah, there are some actual tools out there where you can get copyright-free images. Just because you quote and say, this is where I got it, not good enough. You cannot use a copyrighted, you cannot use somebody else's image on your website, period.
Type in these three letters, CC0. Okay, it's 2 letters and a number. CC0 stands for Creative Commons Zero License. That license allows you to use the images that you like, but you have to use those that are licensed under the CC0. All right, end of the first hour. We'll be back with another hour at the top of right after the news. So don't go anywhere. This is Angel and Eric, and this is the Experience Pros Radio Network on Denver's Money Talk.
The Experience Pros, revolutionizing the way people treat people in business. This is the Experience Pros Radio Show with business revolutionaries Angel Tussey and Eric Raymer. For more information, you can contact the Experience Pros by calling 720-344-2446 or contact them on the web at experiencepros.com or on Facebook and Twitter at Experience Pros. If your customers love you, we want to know you. What are you waiting for? Join the revolution.
KDMT Arvada Denver, breaking business news and smart ideas on how to spend and invest. Denver's Money Talk, 1690 AM.
Yeah, I'll just use one that day. Yeah, it's easy. Yeah, I've got it. I don't have it in front of me, but yeah, I've got it.
Money Talk 1690 AM presents the 2016 Scratch to Win Advent Calendar. Log on to the MoneyTalk1690.com mobile app each day from December 1st through December 24th and scratch to win the daily prize. Be sure to come back on Christmas Day and scratch to win a special Mile High Nationals VIP experience from our friends at Vandermeer Speedway. valued at over $500. The MoneyTalk1690.com mobile app is available at MoneyTalk1690.com or in the App Store and Google Play. Life, it's yours to own. And when you're considering the purchase or refinance of a home, you want to know that the people helping you are looking out for your best interests, not just the best interest rates. Cheryl Braunschweiger and her team at Nova Home Loans are trusted members of the Experience Pros Network. And yes, they're ready to help you today. Call today, 720-279-5939. That's 720-279-5939. And let Nova Home Loans take care of everything. Life, it's yours to own. Nova Home Loans can help. NMLS ID 3087.
You're listening to the Experience Pros radio show, the most positive business talk show in America. Best-selling authors of Lists That Saved My Business and founders of the Extreme Customer Service Directory, Angel Tussey and Eric Raymer, are inspiring you to get your business right. They know the customer experience isn't just another thing, it's the only thing. Let's join Angel and Eric for today's program.
Good morning and welcome to the Experience Pros Radio Show with Angel and Eric. Very nice to have you along with us. We are here to help you get your business right. The way that we do that is by reminding you that small business is big business and your business is our business. A fine Eve.
Yeah, how many?
To you.
How many? Can you just say Merry Christmas week, Happy Hanukkah week,
It's
like all
Thursday.
of that? It's Thursday.
Yeah.
It's Thursday.
Thursday.
Just be Grinchy. Thursday.
It's not Grinch. Whoa.
Thursday.
No, it's not Grinch.
Thursday.
Just my voice.
Oh, it's just my voice.
All right. Let's
Good morning. Good morning.
move on.
We are. It is a fun week. A lot of companies are shutting down early for the holiday weekend. I know many are actually closing down at noon today or have tomorrow off. Monday's the official holiday, so long weekend to spend with family and friends, which is pretty exciting.
There you have it. Lots of things happening in the pre-market stock trading, so we'll get right to it. Finally, I believe this is going to be very close to the last report that we bring to you about Italy and their bank bailout. We've been talking about this for weeks now. The world's oldest operating bank, Monte dei Paschi, is expected to ask the Italian government for a bailout today. The bank warned this week that it was on track to run out of cash in about 4 months. Wow.
Yeah, that's the day after tomorrow.
It really is. You know, running out of cash for a bank, I don't think we should not put that in the sense with the word ever. I mean, you know, it should, no, we don't. Banks should not run out of money because don't we just keep giving them money.
Give them more.
This is my money. When I walk into Chase, the girl always asks me, well, how can I help you? I said, just take my money.
Is that what you say?
I do.
Just take my money.
Just take my money. That's it. This is what they do.
Just take my money.
Just take my money.
You go into the restaurant, just take my order.
No, there is another thing that I should say,
Oh.
just take my money for. Have you seen the self-folding laundry folder machine?
I have not.
It's coming out for like $800, and it will, all you do is you hang the clothes on these, you clip the shirts up, and the thing sucks it in, and it's folded.
Really?
$800? Just take my money.
Really?
Right.
Folding not your thing?
No.
Mm.
So let's get back to it. The Italian bank Monte dei Paschi's shares have crashed by about 87% since the start of the year. They can't seem to get the investors to give them more money. I wonder why. So they're hoping that the government's going to step in and fix stuff for them. The U.S. Bureau of Economic Analysis is reaching its updated GDP, that's gross domestic product data for the third quarter. The last release showed the economy grew at an annualized rate of about 3.2%, and economists generally aren't expecting a shift in this figure either today. Strengthening the U.S. economy led the Federal Reserve to raise its interest rates earlier this month. So, we'll see what happens. Nintendo. Their shares have dropped again yesterday as investors worried the company will not make enough money from its hyped-up game Super Mario Run. Nintendo stock has plunged more than 14% since the game's release just last week. Ouch! Maybe they should check out Monte dei Paschi or whatever the Cristo de Paschi, the bank. Monte del Paschi. Shares in Nokia are slumping after the Finnish firm announced it's suing Apple for patent infringement. Say it's not so. The company said Apple used 32 of its patents without permission, covering technologies such as software and video coding. Shares in Swiss biotechnology firm Actelion, you might remember them last week in the news, are surging in European trading after the company announced it's back in exclusive takeover talks with Johnson & Johnson.
Mm-hmm. Back in the game.
You know, these two, they're finicky lovers is what they are. They've been going back and forth, but then Johnson & Johnson discovered that Actelion was doing a little side action with another company. Well, apparently we're back on the kissing mend. Johnson & Johnson recently ditched plans to buy the company, but now they've reunited, and it feels so good.
Does it say that?
No.
Oh. Okay.
I intersperse my flavor into the news.
And I think it would be, it should be obvious when you do, but every now and then I think, was that in there or was that Eric?
U.S. stock futures are inching down. European markets are mostly negative in early trading, and Asian markets are closing out the day with some minor losses. Investors have recently grown excited about the Dow Jones Industrial Average hitting the 20,000 level. It's currently sitting at 19,942 and has been trading just below the 20,000 mark for a few days. Rite Aid and ConAgra are releasing earnings Thursday before the open, while Cintas plans to release results after the close. That's the news that you need to know. It is the final Q3 revision of the U.S. GDP today, but the news that you really tune in for belongs to producer Bill.
Yes, good morning, campers. How are you today?
Great, producer Bill.
Wonderful. Well, you know what time it is. It's time for America's favorite business radio news quiz show. You Choose the News, where we're trying to figure out if it was just a 3-hour tour, why the heck did the Howells bring all their money and luggage? Doesn't make any sense. And what were they planning for?
They're rich.
I bet you don't travel that way. It's just 3 hours.
It's just the 3 hours.
You're
You
gonna
would
miss the
not
money that
bring
much?
luggage.
Yeah, you wouldn't. But oh well.
Good question.
Yes, the
Bill.
rich do
Great
different things.
observation.
Now, we have some fun stories for you today.
Thanks a lot, Bill. You've got that hit
see?
in my
all
song
day.
in my
I
head.
don't
my
think
little
you
gift to you.
sang. Did you sing it?
No, I did
No,
not.
you
I don't
said
think you
3-hour
did.
tour. I went 3-hour
Of
tour.
course. Now, our first story today is about some excuses. Story number 2 is an ironic end to a holiday party. Story number 3 is robbery yin and yang. Story number 4 is a secret to saving your cell phone. And number 5 is a shortage everybody can celebrate.
Secret to saving my cell phone.
Yes, this is actually very cool. Now, occasionally we tend to drop our cell phones in water. They may get damaged that way. Now, the secret right now is to put it into a bag of rice.
It works.
But there's something out there that'll work much better. And it's
I've heard.
completely and totally for free.
What?
Now, when you buy a lot of those packages, especially electronics, you have that little tiny package at the bottom. The little thing, the silica gel.
Yeah.
Start saving those. That silica gel is amazing at absorbing moisture. In fact, that's why it's packaged in all those electronic products. So the next time your phone gets into the water, take those little packages of silica gel and just throw it in a bag with the cell phone, and it will absorb all the water.
Oh,
It's fantastic at it, and they give it to you for free.
They do.
Do you
They do.
open up the package and drop the phone
No, you
in?
don't open the package.
You don't have to.
Can
No.
you eat the package?
No, it's not a little treat.
Okay.
not a snack.
Do you save yours, Bill?
I don't, but I'm going to start.
I never do either.
Yeah.
But now.
Now
I
there's
have
a reason to save it. And again, it's something you get for free, and it works better than rice.
All right.
Now we've got a story about excuses, an ironic end to a holiday party, a robbery yin and yang, and a shortage we can celebrate.
Let's talk about the short people.
The shortage we can celebrate?
I mean, shortage.
Oh, the shortage, yes. The shortage we can celebrate. It's kind of strange, but you might have a problem enjoying one of your favorite holiday treats this Christmas. Eggnog. Because of a spike in demand, literally a 60% spike, yes.
I heard what you said there.
In demand, a 60% sales increase this season, meaning that eggnog is actually hard to find on store shelves. Companies like Eric Snowdeal and Lunch Break don't have any in stock. They can't keep it on the shelves because the demand is so high right now. An increase of 60%.
Do you?
No. I don't drink any nog just to cover that. Yeah.
Right.
You don't drink the nog?
No, none nog.
love
How come
the
it's
nog.
only eggnog? I mean, we don't have raspberry nog.
Right.
There's no,
There's
no chocolate nog.
Anything that's
I
not
love
like
the nog. Now I don't drink a
snot
lot.
in a cup.
Yeah.
A lot of the nog, but I love the eggnog.
I just the word nog just sounds
right.
disgusting.
No,
okay,
it's the egg, the snot part.
It is awful. Oh, it's okay. We got a story about excuses, an ironic end to a holiday party, and some robbery yin and yang.
Yin and yang.
Now, this is the story. Actually, it's a kind kind of a bonus because you're getting 2 stories for the choice of 1.
Oh.
This is the story of 2 different robbers that maybe they should get together because they're on the opposite ends of the disguise spectrum. A woman walked into a Webster, Mass. Credit union with a rather shabby disguise. She just drew a mustache on herself. Yeah, the young female is in her mid-20s and can clearly be identified on the security camera, but she does have a cute little mustache. However, there was a gentleman in Littleton, Colorado, that is being sought by the FBI for robbing a pair of banks. This time, he went to the other extreme. He's being called the Comic-Con Bandit because of the first bank, he showed up dressed as the Black Panther. Number 2, he showed up dressed as Darth Vader. Yeah, so we've got 2 different robbers. One that just bothered to draw a mustache in her face. The other one that's actually doing full costumes.
I should have loaned her my Chewbacca mask.
Yeah. Now we've got a story about an ironic end to...
is doing it.
It's not me. An ironic end to a holiday party and a story about excuses.
I am afraid we are out of time for stories. And so can we... Can
No,
we
you don't choose, you lose them. No, they go away. This is just like it's a quiz show. If you don't choose the category goes away.
Producer Bill.
Oh, this is a hard rule,
This is a
Bill.
hard rule. You know what? For that, I'm going to give you another Chewbacca. All right. Folks, don't go anywhere. We will be back with more positive business talk because we're not nearly as difficult to get along with as Producer Bill right here on Experience Pros.
You're listening to the Experience Pros Radio Show, America's home for positive business talk.
Denver's Money Talk, 1690 AM. Are you concerned about outliving your money? How would you like to have guaranteed growth and a lifetime of income you could never outlive? Join Brett Roby for the Retirement and Income Radio Show on Saturdays at 7 a.m. and 11:30 a.m. right here on Denver's Money Talk, 1690 AM. You can also call Brett Roby now for your free customized Safe Information Money Kit and 115-page Safe Money Book at 866-780-7233. 866-780-SAFE. How would you like to pay less than $100 for an entire year's worth of oil changes? Check out ExperienceProsDeals.com because for a limited time only, Pride Auto Care is offering a full year of premium oil changes and tire rotation for 50% off. That's right, a whole year of oil changes and tire rotations for 50% off, less than $100. Pride Auto Care has convenient locations in Parker, Centennial, and Littleton. Colorado family owned and operated for over 25 years. Honest service and happy customers. They take pride in your ride. Check out ExperienceProsDeals.com and click on Pride Auto Care where you can get a full year of oil changes and tire rotation for only $85. That includes 5 quarts of premium synthetic blend motor oil filter, lube, tire rotation, and complete maintenance. Oil changes for a whole year at 50% off. Brought to you by Pride Auto Care. Visit ExperienceProsDeals.com today while supplies last.
For centuries, it's been called a land of promise. Today, it's a land of blessing. In 2017, come and experience for yourself the only place God called my land. Experience Israel next fall and celebrate Jerusalem's 50th anniversary. A once-in-a-lifetime trip awaits. Tour Israel like never before during 9 exciting days. You'll visit
we'll find out.
the Jordan Valley, the Garden Tomb,
Or maybe we'll be calling.
historic sites. Embolden your faith as you trace back the very steps of Jesus and experience firsthand the beauty of Mediterranean landscapes, culinary delights, and return home with a renewed vision for your life. A dedicated team of passionate and knowledgeable professionals will lead the tour. 4- and 5-star travel accommodations will give you comfort and safety for the duration of the trip. For full cost and trip details, visit ExperienceIsraelTour.com. That's ExperienceIsraelTour.com.
Holiday chores or holiday play. Spend less time in the kitchen and more time with family and friends by adding honey smoked salmon to your holiday dishes and appetizers. Healthy holidays.
And this next one
Is it for me?
is for you, Mac.
I've always wanted a box.
I'm getting Ender's voicemail.
Open
So
it up,
maybe I'll
bud.
do it back up.
Okay, hold up. Oh, it's my favorite honey smoked salmon
From the Honey Smoked Fish
Company.
Company.
Yep.
The fully cooked superfood perfect for the holidays.
Ho, ho, ho.
Makes meals and gourmet appetizers in a snap.
Yo.
Plus, you don't have to go to the mall because Honey Smoked Salmon is available in the refrigerated sections of Costco, King Super, Safeway, and Sam's Club.
Talk about happier holidays.
We just did.
We choose to drink coffee.
Plan for something else.
Then we look to energy drinks, but they give us the jitters and the energy runs out. Get real sustainable energy from real food that will last throughout the evening. Honey Smoked Salmon is the protein energizing superfood and the right choice.
Holiday time again? Wow. Hi, Dan Cicchini, Done Right Kitchens, Baths, Windows, and Doors. Here's the holiday offer. Call now, look now, and if you book your project for select install dates next year, you'll save a full 12%. 800-362-8370.
Would you seat your 3-year-old child on a windowsill? And would you seat them in a car seat that's not the correct one? Secure their future. Seat them in the correct car seat. More info at safercar.gov/the right seat. A message from the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
This is the Experience Pros Radio Show. Got an opinion or want to ask us a question? Email radio@experiencepros.com or message us on the Experience Pros Facebook page, and we'll interact with you live on the show.
Welcome back to the Experience Pros Radio Show. Angel Tussey and Eric Raymer here, helping you get your business right. And Angel, we just last week we were in New Mexico watching your daughter graduate from the University of New Mexico. And, she's the first person to get her bachelor's degree, but you have a degree in psychology and
associates.
It doesn't matter. It's a degree. And you psychoanalyze a lot of stuff.
I don't psychoanalyze.
No, you do.
There's just facts in psychology that you can't ignore.
There are facts and then there are questions.
There are facts in psychology that you can't ignore. Yep. In fact, and in sales, you probably, if you've been in business for any amount of time, you probably even can recognize some of these psychological triggers that help engage customers, get them excited about your product, right? Build their loyalty to you, which is what we're after, is loyal customers, and create stronger long-term relationships. Don't you wish you could, I don't know,
your girlfriend were hot like me?
That's where my brain went. I'm like, no, that's not what we want to say right now.
Whoops.
Don't you wish you could recognize what these triggers were so that you could rinse, lather, repeat?
Yeah.
Use them more often to create those loyal customers.
If you don't have a resident psychologist that hangs out with you 12 hours a day, we've brought Angel.
First thing that is recommended when it comes to discovering the psychological triggers to influence customers to buy from you from allbusiness.com is they say you have to bust down the walls of inaction. How often have you met somebody, oh, great product, but nothing, no phone calls, no emails. They didn't click the button. In fact, we've got our friend Carrie Conley, who is hosting a workshop in January in Scottsdale. And so many people have said, oh, know about it, are interested in it. And, we're just thinking, just push the button. That's all you got. Just go and push the button.
Right.
But you've got to bust down the wall of inaction. So what do? Do you offer a free trial, right? Everybody these days is offering a free trial to hopefully bust out of that inaction, get you moving. And most companies are doing this. But they say, if you do this, you've actually lost the fight before you jumped into the ring.
How so?
He says here, instead of framing it as a free trial, consider telling customers that they'll have no payments for the first 30 days.
Oh.
Well, now that's that's different, right?
You can take it one step further if you want and let them know that their option, it's completely their option, risk-free. They can cancel their order at any time.
Yeah, and that they have access to your entire suite of features. They're going to be more apt to pull the trigger and sign up for the account. Now, they say test all three variations of here's the free trial, here's the no payment for 30 days, or try it risk-free and determine which works better. He says chances are the free trial will be the weakest of the bunch.
That's very interesting.
All right.
It takes a psychologist for this.
You need to understand the psychology of penny pinchers. He says
they're cheap.
There are three types of buyers landing on your sales pages. One are penny pinchers.
Cheap.
Thrifty buyers.
Cheaper.
Average spenders.
the ones we're looking for.
Also, we also can get the big spenders as well. There's
Target
really
market.
four, really our target market. But he says penny pinchers generally make up about 25% of total buyers.
Yeah.
They typically find themselves sitting on the fence trying to decide, do I buy? Do I not buy? Should I buy now? Should I wait? You can't just hit them with an offer and tell them how much it's going to cost. You need to slow down and think of ways that you can appeal to their thrifty nature. So
let's use this example. Please go ahead.
Share your smug example.
Well, the author of this article says that take for instance an offer that costs $1,200 a year. If you tell that to the penny pinchers, they're going to have to pay $1,200. They run for the hills.
We've seen that.
We have seen that.
Mm-hmm.
If, however, you reframe your offer as $100 a month and build the value for them, you have a much easier time making the sale. Also, seen that. Agree.
You do, because, and now think about that. If 25% of your buyers are pinching their pennies, you have to appeal to their thrifty side.
They all quit.
They don't all.
They quit.
They don't all. It's not a sweeping.
As close to all as they can get without being all.
It is.
It's almost all. It's mostly all. It's.
You can see Eric's world is. It's not true.
I do not agree with.
Eric does not agree with it, but it's not true. Netflix is another popular business model that turned the never-ending fees and charges standards on its head. So they offer unlimited access at a single low rate. It appeals to the penny pinchers who were tired of renting movies one at a time. How about this? Be smart about how you bring up your urgency and scarcity in your messaging, right? Urgency, act now, limited time, or there's only a little bit, or you've got to get it before somebody else does. You can drive more conversions. However, if you use them wrong, he says you'll actually end up pushing more prospects away than converting more into sales. So you need to make urgency. If you make urgency a part of your sales message, you also need to enforce that that it is serious, that it's not just a game tactic and we're going to throw this again every year.
Right.
Although we heard a story about a guy who was really struggling.
I still do not understand how.
And so he was going to go out of business.
Going out of business
Right.
sale.
So he decided to throw going out of business sale. And the going out of business sale was so successful, he was able to stay in business.
So what did he do the next year?
He threw a going out of business sale. The man has thrown a going out of business sale for the last 20 years.
Every year. But it's effective. It gets enough people to come in. I don't know if I would recommend that, but it is an interesting case study in the sense of urgency or scarcity. All right. How about lighting up their instant gratification? If customers are waiting for your products or services to arrive, you're going to address shipping anxiety if you want to make them make a purchase, right? Think about people buying gifts online at Christmas time. They're going to be concerned about your company facing delays or about their package getting lost. And if their package doesn't arrive when you say it will, you'll be left with an unhappy customer. That's guaranteed to cost you more money. You can overcome it by offering a guarantee. Amazon does this by specifically stating that when products are going to arrive. A lot of pizza places do it too by offering guarantees that the food will arrive in 30 minutes or less. When I was in fast food at a fast food retail establishment, I told our customers, big sign in the front window that says 3 minutes or it's free. Guarantee. All right. Here's another psychological trigger that could create some buying, and that's finding a common enemy. What? And a lot of times we think that enemy is the competition, and we've seen some really fun and healthy marketing competitions, right? McDonald's and Burger King, Apple and PC, Coke and Pepsi, right? You see the kind of them each fighting for that number one position. Sure. But there's also other common enemies, and it's not necessarily your competition. But think about, things that people are really struggling with, mother-in-laws or debt, trying to lose weight. Like we all have something we're fighting. And if we can fight that fight with them, then we kind of feel like we're in it together and we're kind of battling this as a team. It's a good thing we've got our resident psychologist, Angel Tussey, with us. Thank you so very much for tuning in. We appreciate you. We'll take a quick bottom of the hour news break and be back right after these messages.
America's home for positive business talk. You're listening to the Experience Pros radio show. Contact them on the web at experiencepros.com.
The Colorado Business Roundtable brings you Connect and Collaborate weekdays from 4 to 5 p.m. here on Denver's Money Talk, 1690 a.m. Hear from key leaders in Colorado's business community, advocating for proactive business policies that strengthen the economy and help business grow and thrive in Colorado, as well as helping to make Colorado the best place to live now and for generations to come. Connect and Collaborate weekdays from 4 to 5 p.m. right here on Denver's Money Talk, 1690 and MoneyTalk1690.com.
If you have an unpaid debt to the IRS that you can't pay, please hear this special notice. Specially approved IRS relief programs designed to aid delinquent taxpayers are now in effect that can significantly improve your financial situation. Depending on your circumstances, you may qualify to have your tax problem resolved in your favor and may even have your back taxes reduced by thousands or eliminated entirely. A relief hotline has been established by Community Tax for you to call and see if you qualify at 800-231-9060. If you owe the IRS back taxes that you can't afford to pay, don't let the IRS trick you into thinking you have no way out. Our highly accredited tax professionals will let you know what you qualify for and how much you can save. We may be able to stop all liens, garnishments, levies, and save you thousands. Call and see if you qualify for this taxpayer relief at 800-231-9060. 800-231-9060. That's 800-231-9060.
The following is an incredible, life-changing free offer for anyone with hearing problems who wants to start hearing everything more clearly again. We are now offering free in-home trials of a revolutionary hearing breakthrough called Listen Clear to anyone who calls this special toll-free number now, 1-800-500-4055. Call in the next 10 minutes and you'll also qualify for free shipping and free batteries for life. Listen Clear is precisely designed by top audio engineers. It adjusts to let you find the perfect way to hear everything, wherever you are and whatever you're doing. And Listen Clear is so invisible, people may not even know you're wearing it. And it's so lightweight, you may even forget you're wearing it too. Don't miss this special life-changing opportunity to hear everything more clearly again for free with a 100% free in-home trial, free shipping, and even free batteries for life. For free information, call now, 1-800-500-4055. That's 1-800-500-4055. 1-800-500-4055.
Kenny from Kenny's Concrete wants to remind you, with winter bearing down, if you have newer concrete, be sure to wash it with dry detergent and water 3 or 4 times this winter to clean off all that road grime like mag chloride, and never use salt. It's also recommended you seal your driveway with a good sealer you can pick up at Rocket Supply at 940 South Jason Street. When it comes to new or replacement concrete, you just can't beat KNUS listener Kenny Sterner and Kenny's Concrete. Check him out at kennysconcrete.com. That's kennysconcrete.com.
The holiday season is a time for gift giving, so let me suggest a caring gift for someone you know, plus a gift for you. I'm Tina Francone, NRA certified instructor and founder of Straightforward Shooting. We've qualified thousands of Coloradans for their concealed carry permits. Now, I'd like you to consider giving one as a gift to someone you care about, a friend, coworker, family member, or someone who's made an impact on your life. At Straightforward Shooting, we guarantee personalized instruction that addresses specific needs. We assess skill and comfort levels so that we can fit your special someone into the perfect class. So give a special gift this holiday season. Give the gift of a Straightforward Shooting concealed carry class. And our gift for you? A free basic handgun book. Really, just ask for your special gift from us when you choose the class. Visit us at straightforwardshooting.com or call me, Tina Francone, at 720-989-9662. That's straightforwardshooting.com or call 720-989-9662.
The Experience Pros Radio Show, home of the original Fan Braggin Fridays. Take just 20 seconds to become a business revolutionary by sharing a Fan Braggin story of great customer service by using the hashtag FanBrag or calling the Fan Braggin hotline at 855-FAN-BRAG, FANBRAG. Now back to Angel and Eric, the Experience Pros.
Welcome back to the Experience Pros Radio Show with Angel and Eric. Very nice to have you along with us today. It is Christmas Eve.
Which means it is the last minute for gift shopping.
No.
And there is probably a couple of things And I remember my son did this to me years ago.
Yeah.
It was like the day before, 1 or 2 days before Christmas.
Twas the day before Christmas.
Right. And there was something that he wanted on his Christmas list.
Right.
And I found myself running over to Toys R Us, just crossing my fingers that they had it. Right. Are you having problems finding a sold out Hatchable? Or I just even saw somebody said their kid was looking for this Minecraft plush toy with the sword. Toys R Us is here to help.
And our good friend Jessica Offerjost, who you're doing the show right when the guest wants to come back and give a couple extra pointers. She is with us today. Jessica, welcome to the Experience Pros Radio Show.
Good morning, guys. Thanks for having me back.
Oh, very nice to have you back in, especially because you got the cool list of stuff happening like right now on sale. What's happening at Toys R Us?
Oh my gosh. So it is, like you said, the eve before Christmas Eve. It is crazy town. We know there are so many last minute shoppers out there. I'm one of them. So don't worry, guys. It's still okay. We've got toys. If you're looking for some of those hot toys, I know that we have shipments coming into our stores every single day. So don't worry about it. You're okay.
You're going to find it. You're going to find it. How late is Toys R Us open, Thursday and Friday before Christmas?
Yeah, so actually we're going to be opening at 6 a.m. on the 23rd and staying open for 24 hours, closing Christmas Eve at 9 p.m. So you have something like 39 hours of shopping. So lots and lots of time to get into the store.
So you can get up at 3 o'clock in the morning like we always do.
Like we do, and go shopping.
Yeah.
Jessica,
exactly.
Do you guys do like order it online, but I pick it up in the store, or is it way too late to just do the online thing?
No, definitely still time, because especially as a last minute shopper, the best thing that you can do is go online and order, and you can pick it up in your store up until 6 o'clock on Christmas Eve. So it's super convenient, super easy. You just go right into the store. There's a little kiosk. You pick up your order and you can head out.
Jessica, we hear by the tone of your voice that you smile a lot. But what happens if we go to the store and the particular toy that we are hunting has been sold out? Help prevent a frown here.
New toys are coming every day. Didn't you hear?
No, I heard, but what happens if it's been sold out?
I know it's a tough one because, for example, I'm sure everyone has heard of the Hatchimal, right?
Yeah.
So this item is so super hot this year, and I know that parents have been looking for it since it hit shelves in October. I saw it back in February of last year, and we knew immediately that this was going to be an item that's topping kids' wish lists. So this is one of those things where we've been having shipments come into the store, they're flying off the shelves, come into the store, flying off the shelves.
Right.
So if you know that you have a specific item on your list, the best thing you can do is just call your store and ask them, what's the availability situation? If I can't get my hands on this item, is there something else that my child might just as much enjoy, something that's similar? The best thing about going into the store is that we have experts there that can guide you. So hopefully, you can still elate those smiles on Christmas morning.
Right. And we're desperate this time of year. If we have waited till now to get that toy, under the tree, 39 hours that Toys R Us is going to be open to take care of us. Okay, so is there anything different this holiday season, this toy season, that maybe parents should know about?
So we're seeing a lot of these coding toys. I know kids are starting to get into this in school, and it's just something that technology is evolving so fast. So coding and sequencing is something that we're seeing in a handful of different toys on our Toys R Us hot toy list. So if, for example, Fisher-Price has an item, it's called the Codapillar, and this is for kids as young as 3 years old. It actually allows them to take this item that looks like a caterpillar, you take it apart and you put it back together, and based on the way you put it back together, you're sequencing and you're allowing the caterpillar to crawl across the floor and hit a target. But it's really cool that kids as young as 3 are learning how to do this.
That is super cool, and I know they're doing it in school, and and the technology and how, these kids are just smarter than we are. They knew how to program the VCR before we did. We're talking with Jessica from Toys R Us. She's Jessica Offerjoist from Toys R Us, telling us how you are saving grace, Jessica, for this time of year. I know people are running around trying to figure out where they need to, get their toys, but it's really just a one-stop shop, right?
Absolutely, yeah. Anything that you're looking for. I mentioned the Toys R Us hot toy list. What I really love about this list in particular is that if you're a gift giver, right, and you don't necessarily know what to get a child on your list, the Toys R Us hot toy list is broken out into age ranges. So you can use it almost as a guide. So for example, if you know your child is into technology and you see the Toys R Us hot toy list has for ages around 3 to 5 years old, this Caterpillar, you can at least start there and then start branching off and thinking a little more creatively about other things that your child might like. And again, like I mentioned, we also have those in-store experts that can always help you as well.
There you go. That hot toy list is at toysrus.com, toysrus.com/hot toys. And you can go check that out. Now, Jessica, I think we may have mentioned this last time we chatted with you back in October, but I'll remind you, I find a great deal of value in purchasing toys for my nephews based upon the volume of the audio that comes out of them. The louder, the better. And if there is a way to disable access to the battery so that no parent can remove it, I think that's the greatest gift I could give to my sister and her children. How do parents get the most value out of toys, Jessica?
Yeah, so that's funny, but there's a lot of different ways that you can interpret value. One of them being this play value, right? So, for example, if you have a child that might be celebrating their very first Christmas, and I have a 2-year-old at home, so I remember going through this process. I'm not really sure what to buy them, but I want to find something that I know that she can use when she's around 6-9 months old, but then utilize that for several years.
Sure.
So Little Tykes has an item. It's called the Light and Go 3-in-1 Activity Walker. And there are several activity walkers on the market, but the idea being that the child can sit and play with the lights and sounds, and as the child grows, the toy grows with them. So with the activity walker in particular, they can actually, it gets them moving around the house. It encourages them to start walking. So there's a lot of play value that parents are looking for in a toy, and I do think that that's certainly important.
It is, and especially these days, we have to compete online with, being educational with our toys. The pressure is on, I think, for parents to make sure we're offering our kids educational toys. My kids, the thing is, my kids is they would get the toy and they would play with the box, and the box was always like more exciting than the toy. But eventually the toy got together. Jessica, we're so excited. I know that there are a lot of last minute shoppers. I'm seeing a lot of friends posting on Facebook. I'm looking for this. Where do I get it? It's nice to know we can send them to Toys R Us. New shipments coming in, new toys coming in every day. You're open nonstop for those last minute shoppers. So, once you get the kids all tucked into bed, daddy's home, you can run out in the middle of the night and take care of all your last minute needs. And good to know that there's all those educational toys as well. Anything else we need to mention before we let you go, Jessica?
I just want to mention to anyone that's still looking for that perfect gift to just take a visit to one of our stores, because we do have these amazing experts that are truly toy lovers, and they're here to help. And I know that they can find you the perfect gift for the kids on your list.
Well said. toysrus.com/hot toys. Again, toysrus.com/hot toys. That's got the go-to list for anybody and everybody for the 2016 holiday hot toy list. The doors will open tomorrow, 6 a.m. and not close till 9 a.m. 39 hours, I think is what you said, Jessica. Gosh, good stuff. Merry Christmas to you, dear.
Guys, Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. All right, so Eric, do you still have some last-minute shopping today?
Some?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. Oh, yes.
All.
But
it's not last minute. Let's not be
at what point
over dramatic.
No, I'm curious. At what point does Christmas shopping become last minute? I mean, is it on Christmas Eve? Is it the week of? Is it the 10 days before?
No,
when does it become
Christmas Eve? Have you seen any of the Christmas movies? Last minute is Christmas Eve.
Is Christmas Eve?
Yeah.
So as long as you get your shopping done
you're
before
an Italian family,
the 23rd.
So Christmas Eve is Christmas, and so
Christmas Eve is Christmas.
Then that would not be last minute. Then it would be Christmas Eve.
So today is not last minute.
Oh, heck no.
Today, we got lots of time.
Nothing but time.
Nothing but time. Of course, you're working a 15-hour day today.
I was hoping for the bonus that was going to get me the cash to go out and go get some.
I was just waiting for one more paycheck to come in, right?
I think people would understand if I gave them stuff after the 30th.
Right? If you just bought your stuff at the grocery or at the gas station.
Maybe. We'll be back.
Do you remember when that was the only place open? No, it's
when
Toys R
I
Us.
was a touring evangelist. I do remember that. We'll be back with more positive business talk right after these messages. You're listening to Angel and Eric, and this is Christmas Eve on the Experience Pros Radio Network.
The Experience Pros, revolutionizing the way people treat people in business.
Denver's Money Talk, 1690 AM. It's the 2016 mobile app Scratch to Win Advent Calendar Contest. Log on to the mobile app each day from now through Christmas Eve and scratch to win the daily prize. Today's prize is brought to you by Thrivent. Be sure to come back on Christmas Day and scratch to win a special Mile High Nationals VIP experience from our friends at Vandermeer Speedway, valued at over $500. The mobile app is available in the App Store and Google Play.
The choice is yours, Colorado. More time in the kitchen? How long is this going to take? Or more time doing your thing. Honey smoked salmon, the ready-to-eat protein superfood. Add to any dish.
Hi, I'm Cody, and this is Mac, and we're Bears. Sure, we know a lot about honey smoked salmon, but we also know how hectic the holidays can be. You're shopping for things,
Decking the halls with things.
wrapping things, even lighting things. But thanks to the fine folks at the Honey Smoked Fish Company, holiday meals and appetizers is one less thing you need to think about.
True.
Make this holiday a little less hectic with Honey Smoked Salmon. Available at Costco, King Super, Safeway, and Sam's Club. Happy holidays.
Honey smoked salmon, the sustainable energy you'll need to get you safely through the holidays. And the in-laws. Let's not forget the in-laws.
Honey, what is that in your CPAP mask?
Oh, that's just my mold collection.
Oh, gross. And what is that?
What, that bacteria colony right there? Yeah, cool, huh?
Okay, CPAP users, admit it. You're not always as careful about cleaning your system as you should be. Unfortunately, a dirty mask and hose can make you sick. Respiratory infections, allergy attacks, and more. But now there's an easy way to protect yourself. SoClean.com has released the world's first and only automated CPAP cleaner and sanitizer. It kills 99.9% of CPAP germs in minutes. For a limited time, you can try it risk-free for 30 days.
Yeah, I saw that.
Call 1-800-600-4394.
Okay.
SoClean is hands-free. Just pop in your mask, close the lid, and presto, your CPAP comes out clean and fresh in minutes. Don't let germs wreak havoc on your health. Call in the next 10 minutes for your risk-free trial. 1-800-600-4394. That's 1-800-600-4394.
Hi, it's Peter Boyle. Security right now for your home or business is a pretty big deal. I mean, we live in a crazy world. The question is, who do you trust to handle security? I've been working with these guys from ProSec Alarm on my new home, the project. And I got to tell you, it's been great. They made the process easy, no gimmicks, no rate hikes, everybody pounding on the neighborhood doors trying to sell people another system. Simply, genuine, quality, secure. Call them today. Free camera system, any home alarm system. ProSec, it's PROSEC alarm.com. The answer, ProSecAlarm.com.
This is Michael Medved for townhall.com. This year, the ancient Jewish calendar and the modern secular calendar fall into rare alignment. The first night of Hanukkah falls on Christmas Eve. It's a good time to note similarities between the messages of the Christian and Jewish holidays that begin on the same evening. Both festivals celebrate light and recognize the miraculous nature of illumination in the darkest, shortest days of winter. And both emphasize themes of redemption. Hanukkah means dedication and marks the rededication and purification of the temple in Jerusalem after it had been desecrated by practitioners of Greek paganism, while Christmas hails the redemptive, purifying power of a newborn Messiah. Both holidays also stress the ability of everyone to draw closer to God and goodness, with special emphasis on joy and celebration that will encourage children to do so. Wishes for a Merry Christmas and a Happy Hanukkah to all those who embrace the connected messages of these beloved holidays. I'm Michael Medved.
Hearing aid users are younger and more active than ever before, and the reason may surprise you. Today's hearing aids have become so advanced, they're almost effortless. How effortless? You only change the batteries once a year, not every week. And you never open the battery compartment, even at night. How effortless? You can adjust how loudly and how much background noise you want to hear, right from your phone. And the clarity. Independent studies show that our hearing aids help you to hear better in background noise than people with perfect hearing. Automatically. I'm Dr. Barbara Jenkins from Advanced Audiology. For more information about these and other advancements that improve clarity and ease of use, go to advancedaudiology.com or call 303-649-2122. If you have a hearing loss, you know how important these features can be. That's 303-649-2122. At Advanced Audiology, we take your hearing seriously.
Revolutionizing the way people treat people in business. The Experience Pros, America's home for positive business talk.
It's cold outside.
This evening has been.
Welcome back to the Experience Pros Radio Show, and Merry Christmas to you. I am so excited about our next segment.
You are?
I absolutely am.
What brings you joy this morning?
We're going to talk about the average salary of the NBA.
We are?
Sure.
Oh, I thought we were talking about marketing lessons.
We are talking about marketing lessons.
Oh, okay.
And the first question is it worthwhile to go into the NBA?
Oh, all right. To get your Masters of, what is that, an MBA? Masters of Business?
No, it's a National Basketball. Are you saying M?
M, like Masters of Business.
Shoot, I thought you were talking NBA.
Oh, you thought we were talking about basketball?
Right. It's going to get an upgrade to $30.9 million like LeBron James.
You think you're going to get $30.9 million?
I'll go the bottom of the list. How about Carmelo Anthony? To $24.5 million.
That's the bottom?
Well, that's this list.
Oh, okay. No. We're talking about whether or not it's worthwhile for you to get your MB, business program, business degree, right?
That's the one you pay for.
It is. And in fact, in most schools, the average MBA will set you back $128,000.
$128,000,
and that doesn't include any foregone salary while you're attending school full time.
And all you get is a little sign on the wall.
No. You get to learn how to run a business, right? You get access to cool internships in Fortune 500 companies, and many of them recruit talent straight from MBA programs, which means you get first dibs at some really plum jobs.
You don't need that.
Get to build a valuable network of successful entrepreneurs, including future executives of top companies, right? There's a lot of benefits from that. But here's the thing. There's a couple of things they probably don't teach you in school.
Well, there's probably a whole lot of things they don't teach you. I'm going to save you. Your Uncle Eric's going to save you $127,000.
All right.
Sign up for the Experience Pros membership. Mic drop. That's it.
That's it. You think it's the equivalent?
We could build a valuable network of successful entrepreneurs. Check.
Okay.
Did that. Right. Including future executives of top companies. Check. Did that. Access to cool internships, check, got that. And many recruit talent straight from their jobs, check.
Okay, all right. I could see how you made that stretch.
Plus, we have events that have alcohol,
or not, right? Morning events too. Coffee for Angel.
That's pretty much the same.
Yes. All right. So, gentleman who actually has an MBA, he says there are some marketing lessons that he needed to learn after graduating. And the first one was to put the audience first. And this is a marketing lesson. He says that business schools teach you to understand, you've got to understand the marketplace. But the first thing they teach you is to build the product and service that you're wanting to sell.
Sure.
And so you need to know what your customer wants, but that's always after you've developed your product or service. He says it continues to work, but it takes a lot of time and resources for a typical business to hit on a winner, right? You have to create the product or the service, even if it's a prototype, more resources to find out if you can bring it to market, right? And he says for most of the time, it's out of reach for many small businesses. And that's the reason he says that most businesses fail, because they're investing all their time and resources in just bringing the product to the marketplace.
Know your audience and get to know them and let them tell you what solutions they're looking for, and then build the product around that, rather than building the widget and saying, I sell widgets.
Now I have something to sell, and I've got to figure out how to sell it.
The next thing is to be transparent. Now, business schools teach you how to become a CEO. They teach you how to manage resources, especially other, people. They teach you how to manage time, and they teach you how to build a product. Now, the next thing is to be transparent. Now, business schools teach you how to become a CEO. They teach you how to manage resources, especially other, people. They teach you how to manage time, and they teach you how to build a product. Now, the next thing is to be transparent. Now, business schools teach you how to become a CEO. They teach you how to manage resources, especially other, teach you how to set a vision for the company, make decisions, perform all the other roles a business leader needs to fulfill. You'll learn to be confident, decisive, and authoritative. However, they do not necessarily emphasize the need to be transparent.
Right. Here's the thing is as a leader, you've probably discovered you don't stay inside the boardroom or the executive office. Effective leaders interact directly with their prospects, with their customers, with their employees, with their vendors, investors, board members, everything. So being human and interacting. In fact, I heard recently about a school that they're trying to create for millennials called Adulting. And this is one of those where you actually have to be able to interact with people. You might have the skills,
right,
but the social skills and the interpersonal skills are just as valuable. He says being vulnerable is the third biggest fear of CEOs, but it's something that you have to overcome.
Mm-hmm.
He says the hardest thing about being a leader is demonstrating and showing your vulnerability. This is what brings people together, and this is when teams win. And that's actually a quote from Howard Schultz, the previous CEO, or current going away CEO.
He's going down.
Going away CEO of Starbucks.
All right. We're talking about marketing lessons they don't teach you in business school. And the third of those is this: give without expectation of anything in return.
He says that business schools don't really teach anything about giving, maybe a little bit about some corporate social responsibility. But then he says it's within the context of public relations, which has its own expected returns, right? Of exposure. And
you learn that radical giving, that is giving generously without hope of reciprocation, is truly rewarding, but not in a quid pro quo kind of a way. The returns are subtle and indirect. For example, in marketing, you can publish helpful bits of information to the public. Some of them will choose to follow your brand as a result of that. Others won't. Some of the people who find your content will become your customers. Others won't. Either way, it's okay with you because you truly want to serve your audience.
Right? Radical giving is the phrase that he used. And I think especially this time of year, we're out there, we're buying gifts, we're buying presents, and we're remembering to give. And you've probably already done all this. But he actually, when he says that radical giving is a way to actually increase experience, which will increase your referrals, open up new business opportunities, and help you to be the recipient of those opportunities in the following year.
Are MBAs useless? Of course not. In fact, the author of this article, he's actually got one himself. If you do choose to invest your time and money getting one, do so with your eyes open, knowing that you're not going to learn everything you need in order to succeed in the real world. It's like taking Spanish in high school. You can learn how to conjugate verbs when you get out into the real world. It's not exactly the same
Je parle, tu parles, il parle, nous parlons, vous parlez.
Do the RSVP.
I'm conjugating my verbs right now.
Would you do just going out? Would you honor me
with a répondez s'il vous plaît?
God bless you. I love the language, and we will be back. We'll love you in the next hour, right after the top of the hour news. This is Angel and Eric. This is the Experience Pros Radio Network.
You're listening to the Experience Pros Radio Show, America's home for positive business talk. This is the Experience Pros Radio Show with business revolutionaries Angel Tussey and Eric Raymer. For more information, you can contact the Experience Pros by calling 720-344-2446 or contact them on the web at experiencepros.com or on Facebook and Twitter at Experience Pros. If your customers love you, we want to know you. What are you waiting for? Join the revolution.
KDMT Arvada Denver, breaking business news and smart ideas on how to spend and invest. Denver's Money Talk, 1690 AM. Business never takes a break. Neither do we. So take Denver's Money Talk 1690 AM with you with our brand new mobile app. Stay up to the minute with breaking news, market strategies, current trends, and more wherever you are. With live streaming, listen to your favorite Money Talk shows whenever you want, on demand. It's like a personal advisor in your pocket. Do something today that your future self will thank you for. Download the brand new Money Talk app on iTunes or the Google Play Store, or at moneytalk1690.com.
You're a successful principal business owner. Are you demanding the same standards from your employee health benefit plan? Then look to ADX, a healthcare service utilizing only the best physicians and providers. ADX decreases your company's healthcare costs through medical excellence, reduced time to diagnosis and treatment, and improved outcomes, not by restricting care. ADX, better for your employees and your business. You'll improve the quality of care and reduce healthcare costs. Learn more. Watch a short video at betterhealthcarelowercost.com.
As long as the computer behaves, yes. Pros Radio Show, the most positive business talk show in America. Best-selling authors of Lists That Saved My Business and founders of the Extreme Customer Service Directory, Angel Tussey and Eric Raymer, are inspiring you to get your business right. They know the customer experience isn't just another thing, it's the only thing. Let's join Angel and Eric for today's program.
Good morning and welcome back to the Experience Pros Radio Show. Thank you so much for taking time out of your day to join us for ours. It's 3 days before Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
I'm getting a little excited.
You kind of are.
I am. And you know why?
Why is that?
Because I have a new favorite Christmas song.
You have a new favorite Christmas song?
It's Silent Night.
Oh, I like Silent
Do
Night.
you?
I do. I
Well,
do.
enjoy it with me right here. Maybe. Yes. You know who that is.
Is that Chewbacca?
It's Chewbacca.
Oh, I wonder if my happy Chewbacca mask.
Probably.
If I could sing this.
This is ridiculous.
Han Solo's a downer. No, wait for it. Wait for it. Who is it?
It's that big fat blob thing.
It's not a big fat blob thing.
Oh, it's not?
No, it's Jabba the Hutt.
Isn't he a big fat blob thing?
Yeah.
Okay, then.
Right.
That's what I said.
Listener Susan says she needs that for the new ringtone for her phone. Producer Bill, hook her up.
All right. We can set that up for you,
Thank
Susan.
you, Producer Bill. I
Thank
appreciate
you,
your
Bill.
flexibility for getting that all out there and whatnot. It's kind of funny, huh? It's Chewbacca singing the Silent Night. And by the way, that came from all scenes of the Star Wars.
Oh, yeah, there's a
movies.
video version
Yeah.
of that. And it's, and the video version has Chewbacca in all the different
Right.
scenes playing his sound.
Is
Is that sound? I mean, does that come from the actor or is that added later?
It's added post-production so they can get a good, clear.
Well, you do it all the time.
I
So
do.
this is why I was wondering.
I could have. Well, I can't do it behind the mask though. You know that. Never
What?
mind. I'm not going to spoil it for you.
What?
You know that Chewbacca's.
What?
He's not real.
What do you mean?
No, I'm not going to spoil this for you. No, let's move on. There's
Is there something you want to tell me?
no pre-market stock trading news that you need to know is 21 minutes before the market
You're
opens.
sweating.
Jeez, you're going to ruin it for all the children of America. Italy is preparing for a bank bailout. That's right. The world's oldest operating bank, Monte dei Paschi, or Paschi, or however you pronounce it, is expected to ask the Italian government for a bailout on Thursday. This is no surprise. They've been losing 87% of their shares values since the start of the year. And somehow, some way, investors don't appear willing anymore to part with enough cash to give them $5.2 billion to bail them out. So here comes the government.
Well, okay. So I need a whole lot less than 5.2 billion.
Right? Absolutely.
Just a shy less.
The Italian government's getting ready to give, so line up. The U.S. Bureau of Economic Analysis is releasing updated GDP data for the third quarter. The last release showed the economy grew at an annualized rate of about 3.2%, and economists generally aren't expecting a shift in this figure today. A strengthening U.S. economy led the Federal Reserve to raise interest rates earlier this month. Market movers, Nintendo, Nokia, and Actelion is back in the news. That's right. Nintendo dropped again. Their shares, dropped again on Thursday as investors worried that the company wasn't going to make much money from its hyped-up game, Super Mario Run. Nintendo stock has plunged by more than 14% since the game's release last week. Mario is still kicking mushrooms. Shares in Nokia are slumping after the Finnish firm announced it's suing Apple for patent infringement. The company says that Apple used 32 of its patents without permission, covering technologies such as software and video coding. And then shares in Swiss biotechnology firm Actelion are surging again after being down last week in European trading after the company announced it's back in exclusive takeover talks with Johnson & Johnson. You see, there's no more tears.
Look at what you did.
Yeah. Johnson & Johnson recently ditched plans to buy the company, but Actelion has foregone with the other suitor. That's right. They were cheating, and they decided Johnson & Johnson has a better offer.
They were cheating?
They were. Johnson & Johnson and Actelion were in exclusive talks, they thought, to buy the $30 billion purchase. And then Johnson & Johnson, kinda, and Johnson & Johnson found out that the ring didn't matter. Actelion was double dipping in their conversations. And so...
Well, right, until something's signed and sealed and delivered, anybody can pull out at any time. You've got to protect yourself.
So you're saying I got a chance. Global stock markets are sagging a bit on Thursday. U.S. stock futures are inching down. European markets mostly negative in early trading, and Asian markets closed out the day with some minor losses. Investors have recently grown excited about the fact that the Dow Jones is almost at the 20,000 point. It's been trading just below that mark for a few days. We're currently sitting at 19,942. Could this be the day? Maybe. Christmas comes early.
No, let's do it tomorrow.
Maybe. Rite Aid, ConAgra, releasing earnings before the bell, while Cintas plans to release results after the close. That's the news you need to know.
Thank you for that.
The news with producer Bill.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, it is once again time for America's favorite business radio news quiz show, You Choose the News, where we're asking the question, if our knees bent the other way, what would our bicycles look like?
Wow.
Kind of curious.
Wow.
Really? You
Yeah.
have this thought.
Yes, I
You not
do.
only had this thought, you
Yeah.
thought it out.
I'm telling you,
and then shared it out loud.
It is an endless cavern in his head.
It is ridiculous.
You're like one of those. Have you ever seen that video where they pour the silver down into an ant
Oh, yeah.
colony?
That is you.
That is your
That is,
brain.
Yeah, it is. It totally is. We've got some fun stories for you this morning. The first one is about a new group of Crime Stoppers. Story number 2 is about a very affordable tuition option. Story number 3 is about false advertising. Story number 4, extreme pay-per-click. And story number 5, an unholy culinary union.
I'm going to go with extreme pay-per-click.
Extreme pay-per-click. Yes.
Not paper cut, right?
No, not paper cut. Those are awful. But this is almost as awful. This is like 1,000 paper cuts. See, this is a German bank. And in the tiny town of, where'd it go? Soest. S-O-E-S-T. Soest. So in the German town of Soest, the local bank has decided to take pay-per-click rather literally. If you are an online customer, they're going to start charging you about $3.50 a month just for the purpose of the privilege of having online banking for you.
Really?
But anytime you're on their website, it's going to cost you a penny every time you click.
What if you're going to charge me to click stuff on their website?
Yes. If you go to their website and you come in and you log in, click enter, 1 cent.
1 cent.
Check my balance. Click. 1 cent.
Come
What
over
is this
here.
check? Click 1 cent.
This makes no sense.
Exactly.
It makes lots of sense.
Yeah, but they literally are going to start charging you if you click on their website. Only if you're a customer, which is a really stupid rule.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right?
Phenomenally dumb.
I'm going to be a not
So-
customer and click all over.
Exactly.
Yeah, now
Yeah. Now, yeah.
you're thinking about how many different times you click on a site and
Yeah.
you click through, especially your banking site.
Yep.
That
Oh, it's ridiculous.
That click will add up.
I know. It's really ridiculous. All right, we've got a story about a brand new group of Crime Stoppers, an affordable new tuition option, false advertising, and an unholy culinary union.
the advertising.
False advertising. A man from Chicago is suing McDonald's because he says those extra value meals are no value at all. He specifically points to value meal number 2. That is the 2 cheeseburger meal. He says if you buy 2 cheeseburgers, medium French fries, and a drink, it's 41 cents if you order them, 41 cents cheaper if you order them all individually on the menu.
No.
So they're charging you 41
they
cents more
didn't.
for the value
Or the
meal.
But maybe the value
Yeah.
in the value meal
Yeah.
is being able to say, I'll have the number 2 instead of saying, I'll have 2 cheeseburgers
so
and
the
I'll have
value
some
is
fries and I'll have a soda.
Okay, yeah.
Right? The value is in being able to say, I'll have a number 2.
Oh.
And out comes a full meal.
Is that
I
worth
see.
41 cents? So
Wait,
they're saving me like what?
Angel's
6
time
words?
is money.
Yeah, time is money.
But it's like 7 words.
Wall Street doesn't.
That
Well, it's
busy.
money. Money
I'm
is greed.
surprised.
Money
Yeah.
is good. That is. You do always wonder. You look at the value. You used to, at least. You look at the price and you would look at the separate and try to decide, is that really a value? But I've given up doing that years ago.
I gave up years ago too, and I think they've messed with
They
us.
know that now.
I'm kind of upset.
All right.
I want my 41 cents.
Either that or just free fries for a while.
I want
Make me feel
Chewbacca
better.
to sing to me again. We'll be back with more positive business talk right after these messages.
America's home for positive business talk. You're listening to the Experience Pros radio show. Contact them on the web at experiencepros.com.
Denver's Money Talk, 1690 AM.
Let's say you live at the North Pole. Right. And on the 24th of December, you worked a really long day. Okay. Would you really want to cook and clean? No. That's why we elves have plenty of honey smoked salmon from the Honey Smoked Fish Company. Right. Honey smoked salmon is pre-cooked and ready to eat. I like bite with salad or just crackers. Or cookies. Cookies? Get your honey smoked salmon at Costco, King Super, Safeway, or Sam's Club.
Have a happy, healthy, high in omega-3 holiday from everyone at the Honey Smoked Fish Company. A healthier holiday tradition.
Thanks for calling Somabiotics. Are you calling for a free trial of our belly flattening breakthrough?
Actually, I already got the free trial. It totally flattened my belly.
Wow, that's great news.
But now I have a problem I never thought I'd have. My belly just keeps getting flatter. I mean, I don't want to look like a runway model, but I don't want to stop taking Somabiotics either. Because seriously, I've never looked this good.
Well, here's one thing you can do. Only take Somabiotics every other day. That'll keep up your results without making your belly too flat. And if you ever need to ramp up your belly flattening results again, just go back to taking it every day.
To get your free trial of Somabiotics, call 1-800-700-3914. You're going to love how you look. And if your belly flattening results are too dramatic, simply reduce use to every other day. But hurry and call now for details while they're still giving it away for free. Call 1-800-700-3914. That's 1-800-700-3914. 1-800-700-3914.
Hi, this is Megan Cutshall. I'm a small business owner, and when my company needed help with legal issues, I called attorney Jeremy Cave for help. His advice was sound, steady, and wise. Attorney Jeremy Cave reviewed our situation, was calm, patient, and thorough. I knew I had someone in my corner that was honest and ethical, and that person was attorney Jeremy Cave. He's been a sounding board for our company and a strong defense. I'm at rest and able to continue our day-to-day operations knowing that we're in good hands. I highly recommend him. Stop wasting valuable time and call him now. Cave Law understands that many of you folks who listen to the station prefer to have a lawyer who sees things from your point of view. Well, I certainly do.
Hi, this is Jeremy Cave. Call Cave Law now for a free at-home or in-office consultation at 720-213-3737 or check out our brand new website, cavelawyer.com. That's cavelawyer.com. Personal and caring service from Cave Law. Call me, Jeremy Cave, today at 720-213-3737.
Hi, it's Peter Boyles. I'm in my 70s now. Feel physically better, emotionally better than ever. Bypass surgery, and made no secret now about my recovery from drugs and alcohol. All these things aside, the most amazing thing that happened to me in these last couple of years was meeting physician MD and my great family friend, Dr. Julie McCallan. She's changed my life, my daughter's life, and so many others.
The holidays are here, and it's time to get healthy.
What could be a better gift to yourself than energy, vitality, motivation, and good health? Don't wait until the new year to work on losing that extra 20 pounds. Most patients start feeling better in as little as 4 weeks. Plenty of time to look and feel your best this holiday season.
I know you become a fan of Dr. McCallan, the physicians at Centogenics. Call 720-387-3681. Speak to her executive assistant, Jackie. Arrange for a free 20-minute phone call with one of the docs. A 20-minute gift will change your life. 720-387-3681. 720-387-3681. Or visit Centogenics-Denver.com.
There's nothing more festive, more unique, and abundant like the holidays.
Sure there is. Rodizio Grill. Rodizio's everything you said, plus amazing food, fun and exciting atmosphere, the perfect place for your holiday party with family, friends, and co-workers. And with Rodizio gift cards, you have the best present because no other gift gives so much.
Rodizio Grill, the Brazilian steakhouse, 18th and Wine Coupe. Parking validation available.
This is the Experience Pros Radio Show. Got an opinion or want to ask us a question? Email radio@experiencepros.com or message us on the Experience Pros Facebook page, and we'll interact with you live on the show.
Hey, welcome back to the Experience Pros Radio Show. Merry Christmas to you. Angela Tussey, Eric Raymer, helping you get your business right. You ever think about starting your own corporation?
I do. I think I'm going to call it Gorgeous Chaos.
What? I recommend Experience Pros.
Oh, that one too. That
Okay.
one too.
All
Well,
right.
our next guest says Start Your Own Corporation. There's a book called Start Your Own Corporation. It reveals the legal secrets, the strategies that the rich have used for generations to run their businesses and to protect their assets. It's written in a clear and easily understandable style, gives you the knowledge to save thousands of dollars in taxes, protect your family assets, and it's a non-technical, easy to understand book. It's an easy to understand book. It
Easy to
explains,
say.
I know, it explains the importance of the organizational steps necessary for forming a corporation, a limited liability company, LLC, or even a limited partnership, and the importance of corporate formalities. And I know for a lot of this is over our head and big buzzwords, but once you read this book, you're going to know everything you need to know to run your own business corporation. Gary Sutton is the author. He's been practicing corporate law for more than 35 years. He teaches his investors to protect their assets, maximizing their financial goals through their own companies. He's a best-selling author. He's also one of Robert Kiyosaki's Rich Dad advisors, and all of Gary's books are part of the Rich Dad, Poor Dad Wealth Building book series. Gary Sutton, welcome to the Experience Pros Radio Show.
Thank you, Angel. Pleasure to be here with you.
Gary, very nice having you. Let's start with the definition. What is an entity, and what constitutes a good entity versus a bad entity?
Well, an entity is a way for you to conduct business, and the good entity is one that allows you to protect your personal assets when you're doing business. A bad entity offers no asset protection. So the good entity is one you have to charter with the state. A corporation, a limited liability company, a limited partnership, you have to actually go to the Secretary of State of your home state and file articles to get permission to operate in this format. A bad entity, a sole proprietorship, you can just get started doing business right away without any formalities. Even worse is the general partnership. You shake hands with someone and you guys are general partners, and now you're personally responsible for the acts of your partner. So we always want to operate through good entities, the ones that provide us with asset protection, and there are some tax advantages as well.
You're an attorney, Gary, and Garrett. I'm sorry, and I was talking to another attorney, and he said that the old days of the handshake and you've got my word are pretty well in the rearview mirror. Do you agree with that?
Absolutely, because when you shake someone's hands, it's called innocent formation, and all of a sudden you guys are now in business together, and you're personally responsible, as I said, for their mistakes.
Yeah.
And so the good old days of shaking hands and doing a deal, It sounds great, but in our legal environment, it creates more problems than it's worth.
All right. So you mentioned the sole proprietorship in that bad entity piece, Garrett. And I think that a lot of times when people start out, they're starting their business, they're kind of running it on the side. It is a sole proprietorship. Can you, if you're just running it out of your home and it's just you, actually create a corporation?
Oh, absolutely. And this is a good time of year to do it. At the end of the year, if you've been operating as a sole proprietor and business is increasing and you're, concerned about future risks, starting a corporation or an LLC January 1st and operating through that entity, you wouldn't have to file 2 tax returns in 1 year. So starting out fresh January 1st is a really good idea. Now, the sole proprietor, as you mentioned, Angel, when you get started, a lot of people think, well, I don't have that much risk. I'm just getting started. I want to see if it's going to work. And I understand that. But every day that you do business as a sole proprietor is a day that you could be sued later on while you are conducting business as a sole proprietor and be personally responsible. So for me, it's not the risk today, it's the risk that I have throughout my business career that I'm concerned about. And that's why you should set up a corporation as soon as you can.
And aren't there certain different tax deductions or tax benefits, pass through versus the company taking care of, in the difference between an S Corp and a C Corp? Can you, in layman's terms, describe those differently for me quickly, or is this too complicated?
At all. A C Corp has double taxation. So you pay a tax at the corporate level and one at the shareholder level. So essentially, you're paying tax twice. So then, why do people dollar of income?
Why would people then do a C Corp? Where's the benefit?
Well, let me say real quick: the S Corp allows you to flow the profits through without a tax at the corporate level. As well, you can minimize payroll taxes. If you own the company, you're paying 15.3% in those darn payroll taxes. So with an S Corp, we can minimize it. Now, your question. Why then would ever someone use a C Corp? Well, there are some advantages. It's better for writing off medical benefits. So if that's a big issue, the C Corp could work. The C Corp really is the only entity for going public. So if if you have grand visions and you're bringing in a lot of investors, the C Corp is the way to go. But the government gives us these choices. We can use a C Corp if it makes sense. We can use an S Corp. Most small businesses will use an S Corp just to minimize the payroll taxes.
All right, we're talking with Gary Sutton, Garrett Sutton. I'm sorry, we've done that to you twice, Garrett. Garrett Sutton, the author of Start Your Own Corporation, a best-selling book in the Rich Dad series, and we've all read Robert Kiyosaki's book, Rich Dad, Poor Dad, and Garrett is an advisor to Robert, which is pretty exciting and pretty straightforward and pretty easy to understand. Garrett, we're really kind of appreciating the conversation here.
Absolutely. Your book, Start Your Own Corporation, talks about raising money for your new venture. And, a lot of people talk about crowdfunding. What is crowdfunding, and are you an advocate for it?
Yeah, with a couple caveats, Eric. The crowdfunding is a way to raise money over the internet. Previously, you couldn't go out and advertise your offering. You could only offer it to friends, family, people you knew. And they want to increase capital formation. The more times people get their business funded, the more jobs there are. So crowdfunding came in 2012, and it's a way to raise money over the internet. But you've got to be careful. There are still securities requirements, and you still have to provide a disclosure document that outlines all the risks involved. But if you do it right, you can raise money over the internet. Now, I've done a couple crowdfunding offerings for clients. And the one thing I've found is people seem to think that, if I put it up in the crowdfunding platform, people will just come to my site and fund my business. Well, no, there's sales involved. You still have that effort of selling people on your business.
Garrett, thank you so much. Listen, we've got to go to a commercial break. Would you give a contact phone number that people might be able to call and follow up with you?
Free 15-minute phone call consultation, 800-600-1760 or corporatedirect.com.
Corporatedirect.com. Garrett Sutton, thank you so very much. Go out and get a copy of your own Start Your Own Corporation. We appreciate you, and we'll be back right after these messages.
The Experience Pros, revolutionizing the way people treat people in business.
The Colorado Business Roundtable brings you Connect and Collaborate weekdays from 4 to 5 p.m. here on Denver's Money Talk, 1690 a.m. Hear from key leaders in Colorado's business community, advocating for proactive business policies that strengthen the economy and help business grow and thrive in Colorado, as well as helping to make Colorado the best place to live now and for generations to come. Connect and Collaborate weekdays from 4 to 5 p.m. right here on Denver's Money Talk, 1690 and MoneyTalk1690.com.
If you have unpaid tax debt to the IRS that you can't pay, please hear this special notice. Specially approved IRS relief programs designed to aid delinquent taxpayers are now in effect that can significantly improve your financial situation. Depending on your circumstances, you may qualify to have your tax problem resolved in your favor and may even have your back taxes reduced by thousands or eliminated entirely. A relief hotline has been established by Community Tax for you to call and see if you qualify at 800-231-9060. If you owe the IRS back taxes that you can't afford to pay, don't let the IRS trick you into thinking you have no way out. Our highly accredited tax professionals will let you know what you qualify for and how much you can save. We may be able to stop all liens, garnishments, levies, and save you thousands. Call and see if you qualify for this taxpayer relief at 800-231-9060. 800-231-9060. That's 800-231-9060.
What if I told you there's a wealth management firm that offers a 100% satisfaction guarantee? Think it doesn't exist? Think again.
Hi, I'm Mo Ansari, president of Compact Asset Management. When you start a new relationship with Compact, we'll create your customized investment portfolio and financial plan dedicated to help you reach your goals. Try us out for a year. If you're not happy for any reason, you'll get all of the management and maintenance fee that you paid refunded. This is our 100% satisfaction guarantee.
Dial pound 250 on your cell phone and use the keyword Talk to Mo to find out more. Again, from your cell phone, dial pound 250, keyword Talk to Mo. Satisfaction guarantee doesn't apply to fees and commissions charged by third parties for such things as insurance products or mutual fund redemptions. It also doesn't apply to any market losses which might occur in an account. For additional information regarding this guarantee, please see the disclosure brochure available at the time you enroll or upon request.
Compact Asset Management is a registered investment advisor. Funds custodian, Fidelity Institutional Wealth Services, member FINRA SIPC.
The Colorado Business Roundtable brings you Connect and Collaborate weekdays from 4 to 5 p.m. here on Denver's Money Talk, 1690 a.m. Hear from key leaders in Colorado's business community, advocating for proactive business policies that strengthen the economy and help business grow and thrive in Colorado, as well as helping to make Colorado the best place to live now and for generations to come. Connect and Collaborate weekdays from 4 to 5 p.m. right here on Denver's Money Talk, 1690 and MoneyTalk1690.com.
'Twas weeks before Christmas and all through the cave. Not a critter was stirring.
Or breakdancing.
Mac just behaved.
Sorry.
When all of a sudden, there came a great bim bang.
Ho, ho, ho.
It was Santa Claus bringing honey smoked salmon.
At Costco, King Super, Safeway, and Sam's Club.
To all a good Christmas, especially to you, bud.
Oh, Merry Christmas, Cody.
From our Honey Smoked Fish Company family to yours.
Merry Christmas and a healthy, happy New Year.
Trying to decide who's been naughty and who's been nice can be stressful without much help and very little advice, especially when St. Nick knows you're the naughtiest of them all.
But don't you worry, not at all. The Rodizio Grill Gauchos will get you on Santa's list of nice as they serve him slice after slice. Rodizio Grill, the Brazilian steakhouse.
The Experience Pros Radio Show, home of the original Fan Braggin Fridays. Take just 20 seconds to become a business revolutionary by sharing a Fan Braggin story of great customer service by using the hashtag FanBrag or calling the Fan Braggin hotline at 855-FAN-BRAG, FANBRAG. Now back to Angel and Eric, the Experience Pros.
Hey, welcome back to the Experience Pros Radio Show with Angel and Eric. We do appreciate you. Merry Christmas to you. What a great Thursday it is turning out to be. Thanks for taking us into the ride home or ride into work today. And got a special guest in the studio with us today.
We absolutely do. You know, as a business owner, you're wrapping up this time of year, and I don't know, I think this is one of those things that people spend far too much personal time. If you're taking your payroll home with you, if you're thinking that's what you're doing over the weekend, what are you thinking, right? We want to make sure that you've got peace of mind on taking care of paying your employees accurately, timely, protecting your business from the IRS and the Department of Labor. And you can't do that without professional guidance. So we brought in our special expert guest today, Andy Wilson with Altitude Payroll. Find them online at altitudepayroll.com, altitudepayroll.com. They've got over 20 years of experience in payroll service, and their goal is to provide you with that peace of mind. Everything we talked about, everything you're looking for. Right. Plus, you get your weekends back. Andy Wilson, welcome to the Experience Pros Radio Show.
Thank you, Angel. Thank you, Eric. Happy to be here.
Andy, it's fantastic having you here. And, you know, why do people think that they can do their own thing? I mean, there's so many details to a payroll resource that you guys specialize at. I mean, it would take you a quarter of the time that it would take me to figure out how to do it wrong, and you get it right. Why do people make the mistake of trying to do it themselves?
Well, you know, it's a lot of times it comes down to cost.
Yes.
So like the previous guest that you had on was talking about creating entities, creating S corporations, creating LLCs. A lot of those startups, they're thinking, hey, I've got this great business idea.
Right.
I want to go start a business. Oh, wait a minute. I hired my first employee. I need to pay them, but I don't really want to pay someone else or an accountant to do it for, you know, a couple $100 an hour. I'll just try to do it myself. And then they're
the same ones that start their own plumbing project at home too.
This is exactly right. And it takes at least 3 trips back to Lowe's or Home Depot to be able to pull that off.
And then you have to call the professional in the end anyways.
Right. And you might get a trip to jail because you're doing it wrong. It doesn't make any sense.
What are some things, Andy, let's just paint the picture. What are some things that can go wrong when we don't fully comprehend all the payroll rules and regulations?
Right. So the biggest thing that can go wrong is missing a tax payment or missing a tax filing. So if you miss a payment,
so it's just once a year on April 15th, yeah?
No, that is that's the personal side. So on the business side, there are you could be a monthly depositor, you could be a semi-weekly depositor. There are quarterly deposits for state unemployment, and there are returns and requirements by each state and federal agency for being able to submit
never
those.
change though, do they?
They change all the
This
time.
is why you need to know Altitude Payroll, folks. I mean, if you're on the video, take a look at this man. He knows his stuff.
And then look his name up on Urban Dictionary. Andy's a pretty cool name.
Right. Did you look up mine?
I looked up yours too.
Would you read it for us?
We'll get to that
Okay.
later. All right, payroll. I mean, there's a lot of companies we can choose from and probably do a Google search and all of that and find a payroll company. Why Altitude Payroll? What makes you guys so wonderful?
So what makes us different and special is that we really try to create a concierge level of service because payroll is too important for you to call into a call center and be able to have someone.
There's a tagline right there.
A random person say, hey, you know, this is what you need to do, but they may not be trained in payroll. One of the things, I'm a member of a couple of associations where we stay up on the legislation, but both it's currently in place and things coming down the line. to make sure that our staff and our clients are informed of what's going to be happening so that they're well prepared for the future.
That is so important, and that I'm sure that keeps you keep relevant for your clients as well. Describe your customer experience when somebody signs up for Altitude Payroll. What can they expect to how long, how many forms, and give us an example of the customer experience.
So starting out, the customer experience, we try to make the process as simple and fast as possible. So usually once someone signs up, it takes about 15 minutes to sign paperwork.
15 minutes?
Yes.
Not 15 days?
No.
Not 15 hours? 15 minutes.
15 minutes.
Wow.
Now there's some other information we have to gather after the fact, but we try to make the process very, very fast. Once they get on the service, then we tag it as highly relational. So they're going to have a dedicated service representative that is going to build a relationship with, that they're going to be able to trust. They're going to be able to make a phone call. They're going to know who they're calling, and it's going to be able to take care of all their needs.
Okay. All right. So, I like that line of, it's too important to have to deal with a call center. You've got a real person, somebody else, and you're onboarding, you're offboarding, hiring. I think for a small business owner, this is a new experience for many of us. And so having that, it's almost like having our own payroll department,
right,
without all the overhead of a payroll department.
Exactly.
All right. Okay. All right. So that makes it super easy. Give some contact information for Altitude Payroll.
Sure. If you're in the Denver area, you can call us at 303-481-4482. Outside of Denver, we have a toll-free number. It's 855-9-ALTITUDE. That's 855-925-8488.
Brilliant.
You say outside of Denver, you are growing.
We are. We can do payroll in all 50 states.
Oh, excellent.
Wow.
Excellent. Well, congratulations.
We have several of those states who are listening right now, Andy. And now, so let's just say, God forbid, but sometimes we have to change our employees' employment status from time to time.
Nice way of saying that.
We have to transfer.
Eric, your status is changing.
Hey.
That is a very pleasant way of saying that.
I don't think I ever want to hear that. But in such a case, by the way, are you hiring? If we have to make a change in our employment status, is it complicated to make the transition before the next payroll hits or whatnot?
It's not. Generally, we can convert a small client in about 2 or 3 days.
Okay.
If you have a larger client, this may be more complicated, then we may need a little extra time, depending on if they're weekly, they're bi-weekly.
Do you come in and help us change their status? Can you have that meeting?
Yep, we sure can.
Oh, I was kidding. Oh, really?
You can come in and say, you're fired.
No. So on the firing piece, no, but we do have some resources. We have an HR support center.
Okay.
That can help you with looking up, hey, here's a termination checklist. These are the things you need to think about before you make make a termination or before you make a hire. So we have a lot of resources that are available for small business owners.
Not just payroll, but it's payroll on the HR side of things that you understand better than most people.
So Andy, there's an epidemic of small business owners not paying themselves, not taking a paycheck. And we're seeing this run rampant. Can you set up payroll if it's just me?
Absolutely.
Really?
Yeah. So, one of the questions or one of the comments that we get a lot is, we're probably too small for you, or we're probably too big for you. And the answer to that, both of those, is no, you're not, because we have a lot of, like the previous caller, S corporations. You might have a single person in an S corporation. Their CPA says you need to pay yourself.
Yeah, you need to pay yourself.
Some withholding, some paying the Social Security, paying by law. Right.
Well, and for depending on the status of your taxes, you have to pay yourself. But how often we don't do it, and the rules still apply whether there's one employee or 1,000 employees. Yes,
exactly.
I'm a little concerned about the way this conversation is going, Andy. To be honest with you, Angel's now mentioned that there may be a change in my employment status, and that she wants to know if she's running a single person S corp. What's going on there? You starting to see a trend?
I think somebody's feeling a little nervous.
Give me that contact information again, just in case I need to go apply for another job.
Sure. The contact information is here in Denver, 303-481-4482.
Slow that down and do it again, please.
All right. 303-481-4482.
All right.
or toll free 855-9-ALTITUDE.
I love that number.
Or you can find us online at www.altitudepayroll.com.
Altitudepayroll.com.
Doing payroll in all 50 states. It's the holidays. And if you're thinking you're going to have to spend some of your downtime taking care of payroll, if you're spending your kid's soccer game doing payroll, you're missing their band concert, evening events, time with your family, taking it home on the weekends.
The gift of peace of mind.
And if they call today, they get a deal.
They do. If you call us or submit online an inquiry, then we will give you the first month processing for free.
Come on.
It's true.
It's true.
You know
all you
what?
gotta do is say, I heard you on the Experience Pros radio show anywhere in the country.
Andy Wilson is a member and vetted and approved. That means he's gone through 16 steps of our vetting process for the Experience Pros membership, and he qualifies with spades. Folks, give him a call, 855-9-ALTITUDE, 855-9-ALTITUDE. Check him out at altitudepayroll.com. We'll be back with more positive business talk right after this.
You're listening to the Experience Pros radio show, America's home for positive business talk.
Denver's Money Talk, 1690 AM.
Jane, you hire a lot of people for your business. Do you have a favorite website for posting jobs?
Indeed.
Oh, good. Because I've got mountains of resumes, but none of these people are qualified, you know?
Indeed.
Oh, and it's got to be super affordable, okay?
Indeed.
Jane, are you going to tell me the website or what?
I just told you 3 times. Indeed.com.
Oh.
It's the best place to find the most qualified candidates.
Ooh, Indeed.
Get started with the nation's #1 job site for free. Just go to tryindeed.com for a free job posting. With over 85 million U.S. visitors a month, Indeed.com is the largest job site in the country. Not only that, independent research shows Indeed delivers more hires than Craigslist, Monster, and LinkedIn combined. Your next hire is just a few clicks away, so don't wait. To post your job for free, go to tryindeed.com. That's tryindeed.com.
Terms, conditions, quality standards, and usage limits apply.
Fairway Independent Mortgage Colorado wants to know, what does owning a home mean to you?
Opening the door to my home for the first time meant a fresh start for me and my children. To me, home ownership means independence. After surviving an abusive marriage and divorce, home ownership empowered us, and we are finally free.
Whether you're a first-time home buyer like Chantel, you're looking to refinance, or are in the market for a bigger home, the team at Fairway Mortgage Colorado is here to help you. Service, speed, and satisfaction is at the forefront of everything they do, meaning you always have someone in your corner to provide you with the best lending options, keeping you updated and on track to your dream home. Take the first step today at fairwaymortgagecolorado.com. Fairway Independent Mortgage Corporation, NMLS number 2289, is an equal housing lender. This is not an offer to enter into an agreement. Not all customers will qualify. Information, rates, and programs are subject to change without notice. All products are subject to credit and property approval. A pre-qualification is not an approval of credit and does not signify that underwriting requirements have been met. Branch NMLS number 1122559. Regulated by the Colorado Division of Real Estate.
Hi, it's Peter Boyles. I'm in my 70s now. Feel physically better, emotionally better than ever. Bypass surgery, and made no secret now about my recovery from drugs and alcohol. All these things aside, the most amazing thing that happened to me in these last couple of years was meeting physician MD and my great family friend, Dr. Julie McCallan. She's changed my life, my daughter's life, and so many others.
Are you struggling with low energy and a widening waistline? Are you having trouble sleeping? If you exercise, has your exercise stopped making you stronger and leaner? Have you lost your drive, your motivation, and your zest for life? Get into Synergenics Denver and let us measure your metabolism, your hormones, your brain health, and physical fitness, and we'll get things working right again.
I know you become a fan of Dr. McCallan, the physicians at Synergenics. Call 720-387-3681. Speak to her executive assistant, Jackie. Arrange for a free 20-minute phone call with one of the docs. A 20-minute gift that will change your life. 720-387-3681. 720-387-3681. Or visit Synergenics-Denver.com.
Geez Louise, here we go with the holidays again. Hi, Dan Cicchini, Done Right Kitchens and Baths, Windows and Doors. Are you once again thinking of putting off that beautiful new kitchen or bathroom model till after the holidays? Or maybe waiting on replacing some old rickety freezing windows and doors? All right, I know things might be busy, but if that's the plan again, we'd like to make you an offer that'll be really tough to refuse. Tell them, Todd.
All right, Dad, here it is.
folks, call us and check it out. Together, we'll get your kitchen, bathroom, or energy-efficient replacement windows planned and ready to go. And then, here's the best part. Book your project now for select install dates after the holidays, and we'll discount the entire project 12%.
Very cool, Todd. Dunright's busy during the season, and the folks have something very special on the calendar for after. Kitchens, baths, counters, and floors, and even replacement windows and doors. You have our word, we'll treat you right at Dunright. 303-722-2295, 800-362-8370, or drhi.com.
Hi, this is Hugh Hewitt for Granite Transformation. If it's time to redo your kitchen and your bath, this is a product you really have to see to believe. Beautiful granite, mosaic, or recycled glass countertops measured and cut to fit right over your existing countertops, so there's no messy tear out of your old counters. These are heat and stain resistant. They never need sealing, but most importantly, they are affordable and can be installed in most cases just one day. So give Todd Dutton and the staff at Granite Transformation a chance to earn your business. Call them today at 303-420-8920. That's 303-420-8920. I'm sure you'll be as impressed as I was. I've met Todd, so make sure you tell him that I told you to call and receive a free stainless steel sink and save an additional 10% just by stopping by their showroom. Let Todd and the folks at Granite Transformation save you time, money, and headaches. Call today at 303-420-8920. That's 303-420-8920. One of the great things I took away from my time in Colorado is a friendship with Todd. Make him your friend as well. Call 303-420-8920.
Revolutionizing the way people treat people in business. The Experience Pros, America's home for positive business talk.
Hey, welcome back to the Experience Pros Radio Show. Mommy is kissing Santa Claus underneath the mistletoe. And it's all right.
It's all right.
It is all right.
How's that all right?
Because it's Christmas. And mistletoe.
And mistletoe.
Right? You get to kiss Santa Claus.
So I was having a little fun with the Urban Dictionary this morning.
Yeah, you were looking up Andy Wilson's name.
Right, I did. You know, when we're kind of in the studio waiting for the commercial breaks, just kind of keep it lively and keep a little energy. We try to do some fun things to keep our guests. We don't want to talk about the topic yet because I want to save all that for live on the air. Oh. And so we bring up other things to just kind of take their mind off the topic. And so we looked up Andy's name on Urban Dictionary.
Right.
And actually found him to be a pretty swell guy. It was a really fun little definition that he's pretty handy, pretty fun to have around. He's got great hair and all of that. And so Eric says, okay, well, wait. Find my name, look me up. And of course he wanted me to look him up because when you look up Eric's name on the Urban Dictionary,
yes,
what you get is, I'm pretty sure the definition, Eric filled in for Eric.
What are you talking about?
And maybe not you, Eric, but I am pretty sure that somebody named Eric filled in the description for Eric.
Let's see
what
are
Urban
you
Dictionary.
talking about? I'm not sure
Here
I understand what you're saying.
is what Urban Dictionary says Eric stands for. The most amazing person in the entire universe.
Right.
Everything about him is perfect. He's charming, handsome, intelligent, strong, romantic, funny. Everything you want in a guy. It's impossible not to fall in love with him. Once you lay eyes on him, you will know from that moment that you will never stop loving him. And that is the definition for Eric.
No,
turns out.
Do it again and say it without giggling at the end.
Turns out you can buy a mug or a t-shirt with this description on it. I'm gonna find a way to post this online in just a little bit, probably on Facebook. But the coffee mug that says Eric on the front, the most amazing person in the entire universe.
I got the audio recording of you just saying that right there. And I'm actually
he's gonna play that as he's going to sleep at night.
EricRamer.com.
And he's gonna listen to it in the morning in the shower.
I'm gonna advertise it and see
Here.
if anybody.
Do you want me to read it again? I need to read it again.
Without
giggling.
Yeah. All right.
All right. Let me see if I can do it. The most amazing person in the entire universe.
Stop it.
Everything about him.
No.
He's charming, handsome, intelligent, strong, romantic. I'm not giggling. I'm not laughing.
No, you can smile. You're not helping. All right, let's see what Angel says under the Urban Dictionary. The top definition: the girl who makes your heart jump when she enters the room. The girl who breaks it as she leaves.
Yes.
The girl you'll need for a long time wherever you go. That girl is my angel. There's another definition: a person that can truly love and trust. Sweet, caring, kind, quiet, calm, mellow. She is amazing in every way, and in your eyes, there is no one better. You may be best friends, or you may fall in love with her. Find an angel, find a friendship, fall in love.
Okay,
Wow.
okay, look up Bill. Look up Bill.
Bill.
Yes, right? Now we're having
should
fun.
I put in producer Bill?
As we're just Bill. Just Bill. Getting our Christmas holiday before we all, getting a little giddy around here.
All right, I'm looking up Bill.
He's drop dead sexy, it says.
Right? Okay, so I'm not sure. We're going to see if this works for him here. You have to screen the Urban Dictionary, folks.
You really do. You really do. And do not do this with children around.
Bill is the thing that comes in the mail. No, I'm kidding.
No, he's so smart, but is not geeky.
Yeah, he says a totally hot guy who's so freaking smart, but not geeky.
He's witty, has a quick, wicked sense of humor.
That's true.
Oh my gosh, that is you. Tinged with mild, harmless sarcasm.
Quiet during the day, but a party animal on weekends.
In a good way.
Yeah.
He can have fun, likes all kinds of sports, usually has mesmerizing bedroom eyes.
Hello, Bill.
He is that hot guy in homeroom who doesn't know he's hot, which is why he's so dang hot.
Oh, producer Bill, you scored big on the Urban Dictionary, man.
I think you're on the wrong website.
No.
That's so not me.
No, here, we can use it in a sentence. Let me see if I can read that sentence on the air.
Yeah, if you're lucky enough to be friends with Bill, then consider yourself set for life. Loyal friend who will stick by you through thick and thin, even if you're annoying the heck out of him or making him mad. What?
I'm not going to help you move.
All right.
Just saying. Even though it's pizza in here.
Yes, I have a truck, and no, you can't. No, I don't. Okay, so here's using Bill in a sentence. Girl, that is a bill. You got to stand in line like the rest of us chicks until it's your turn. He in demand. I best hook up with that awesome hottie faux show.
Did you really just read that?
I read it. That's exactly what it says right here.
I think that my reading was I think we should have stopped while we were ahead.
Bill,
I think you should stop.
Something that must be paid.
Stop.
Slang for $1.
Seriously.
Slang for $100.
Is Susan still listening? She was engaged with us on online.
One more. I'm going to see what it says about Mark, because Mark is our videographer.
Okay, the whole Experience Pros team.
Mark is the most sexy, flirtatious, hot stuff, bootylicious 4-letter word you'll ever see.
Mark.
If you spell it backwards, you get cram.
Mark. All right. I think we're going to close down the Urban Dictionary.
On your mark,
get set, go. Right? What most marketers get wrong about actually, we only have like a minute.
You got less than a minute. You got about 40 seconds.
Don't send a marketing email as a cold email. If you're trying to get somebody's attention, send something personal and addressed specifically to them without a lot of links and colors and buttons. That's marketing once they've checked you out. But when you're approaching them, send a nice introduction email that'll start a conversation.
Mark, extreme, too intense for words, extremely
really,
intelligent, works hard and plays harder. I just love our staff. It's a great thing to hang out with you. Thanks for tuning into the Experience Pros radio show, and Merry Christmas from Angel and I. We hope that you have the absolute best holiday season. For those of our Jewish friends, Happy Hanukkah. For our African American friends who celebrate Kwanzaa, Happy Kwanzaa. And for all those of the rest of you, Happy Holidays. We are grateful for you tuning into this, the most positive business talk show in America. Now, on behalf of Bill, our producer, and Mark, our incredibly intelligent videographer, we say thanks for tuning in, and we will be back. When will we be back?
Soon. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
America's home for positive business talk. You're listening to the Experience Pros radio show. Contact them on the web at experiencepros.com. This is the Experience Pros radio show. with business revolutionaries Angel Tussey and Eric Raymer. For more information, you can contact the Experience Pros by calling 720-344-2446 or contact them on the web at experiencepros.com or on Facebook and Twitter at Experience Pros. If your customers love you, we want to know you. What are you waiting for? Join the revolution.